Welcome, friends. Today, we are back front. That was a little weird. Sorry if you were scared by my head. How are we? I am fantastic and I am doing really well. How are you? Spaced Out says, I think I am really starting to enjoy Le Labo. I knew Eugene secretly loves the house. He's got a weird relationship with the house of Le Labo, has our Eugene. I'm not sure he knows how he feels about it. Chilling, took off my headphones because they're too tight, says DJ. Hello, Michael John. Hello, Saber Replay. Hello, Dushan. Hello, Rabbit. No money. I saw your video on Koros the other day, Rabbit. It was a little bit strange. How are you? What are we wearing today? What is our scent of the day? I am wearing... What am I wearing, friends? I am wearing Cologne Royale by Dior. My first privé. My first love from the house. Frankly. Love it. It's fantastic. Oh, Rabbit says it was terrible. I removed it. Oh dear. What was terrible? Do you know, there should be... There's me portrait of a lady. There's me cologne indelible. There it is. You should be in here. I've been finding a bottle or two of other things to wear since our last live stream, my friends. Stuff for the summer in my little collection here. I've got some stuff up for sale on eBay, and very annoyingly a bottle of vintage Koros went walkabout today. That is particularly upsetting, I can tell you. Particularly upsetting. I sold a bottle of vintage Koros and it fucked off in the post. Ah! Zhao! Welcome, Zhao. Boz, did you send a message to JJ Colburn that was a little bit nasty? What did it say? Come on, own up. What did you say, Boz? Was it mean? Was it harsh? I hope it wasn't homophobic, because yes, JJ has been a bit of a dick, but homophobia is not the way forward. But we wait to hear what you have to say. I'm sure it wasn't. I do not grass on my friends. It's been ages since I caught you live. I'm still watching them after. That's okay, mate. I know not everybody has as much time on their hands to watch content as I do. Some people have these lives. Not homophobic, then I believe you. If you say it wasn't homophobic, I believe you, mate. No problem. He was an asshole to me. He's an asshole to a few people. I can believe that. Absolutely, I can. If you say you weren't, I believe you, mate. No problem. I thought I would just ask you, that's all. You don't have to say what it said. It's completely up to you, mate. But that is, he treated me like some disease on his stream. Well, that's not very nice. Yeah, not a disease, Boz. What I miss is DJ. Nothing. I started the stream off by revealing my bald head because the camera was pointing the wrong way around. So that wasn't very good. But apart from that, everything's fine. Do you know, why are you on an angle? I don't like that. Go back. That's better. What's that Deleur Exquise? Ah, la Deleur Exquise. Lacoste, yikes. Duck, I see a Lacoste bottle. What's that all about? That is a very rare and vintage Jean Patou. That is the Jean Patou Eau de Sport Lacoste. This has apparently got better performance than the original. Now, I bought this thinking it was the original. So, not to worry. Deleur Exquise. I have thoughts, which I shall not be sharing. But they are thoughts. But yes, the Lacoste is... The Lacoste is... What is it? What is the Lacoste? It's Jean Patou for... it's Jean Patou for Lacoste. Or Lacoste for Jean Patou. And it is the Eau de Sport, and as I say, I bought it thinking it was the original and spent a lot of money on it. Turns out it was the Eau de Sport. It is a fucking glorious scent. It is beautiful. Also, I've got my vintage Eau de Sud. Yes. Also, I have not bought a new fragrance, but I'm going to be buying one. I'm telling you right now. I'm going to be buying one. I have made up my mind. And I just need to figure out who to get it from. I need to see if anybody wants to... I want to see if anyone wants to buy anything with me from my favourite shop in Germany, Essenza Nobile. Well, my favourite shop for buying niche fragrances with the broadest range. That said, Saint Celia, I bought a sample set of Rubini and Brooke, the owner, is sending me a sample of Patchouli Noisette. I may approach you, Mitch, depending when. That's all right. I've got, I've got time. Hello, Stephen Tampton. Bozza is talking some kind of language I know not. I have been buying Chanel exclusives like a madman, says Zhao. Zhao, what have you been buying? What have you done, Zhao? MJ says hello. Hello, MJ. Sent today's mini shaker bottle of Bellamy. Found second iteration Bellamy today for €150, so went for it. Looking forward to trying that as well. I actually prefer the second iteration. When reformulations go right, And it does happen every once in a while. Oh, are you going to do a Rubini sample video? How exciting. I will be doing a Rubini sample video, Rachel. That's right. I will be doing one, maybe not the day they arrive. I need to finish off my Anas Warikanas. Yes, I need to finish off my Anas Warikanas by doing my final impressions after testing them on skin. I am actually tempted by one of them. Two of them, maybe. But they're fucking expensive, man. They're bloody expensive. I mean, you're talking, what, 130 quid for, what, 15 mil? That's a long way to go for 15 mil, Benji says, looking forward to the Rubini. Waiting for a sample from Brooke right now for the patchouli. Looks like Antoine did a range for Hubergon and getting samples of too. That's exciting. Zhao says, I absolutely love Rubini. It was one of my favourite discoveries at Essence. Essence. I tried that new Invictus Platinum and sweetness overload, says Boz. Benji, are you living in Britain? Or does Brooke ship across the land? Anna will improve the collection. The what? Charles, curious about Nuvolari. Zhao bought number 18, 1957, La Pausa, and Cuir de Russie. I am in Essex, says Benji. A perfume of mine got lost in Cumbria today. Very upsetting. One of my vintage Koros. That was a particularly upsetting moment in my fucking week. No tan or bright teeth, though. I have to stay out of the sun. I've got to cover up. Nuvolari is a fantastic leather, says Zhao. Nuvolari is a fantastic leather. The new Spider-Man animation movie Across the Spider-Verse is amazing, says Michael John. Gasoline vibes. A lot, says Carl Charles. Ooh, gasoline vibes. We're like Fahrenheit for that. When I say we, that's the royal we. That's me. I like Fahrenheit for that. Fucking God. Tuscan leather, older bottles, yes. I've got a gold batch code version of Tuscan leather. A lot of gasoline and ashtray. There was a lot of ashtray, like somebody dropped a raspberry in an ashtray, wasn't it? That's how it felt. Oh, excuse me. Yes, today I wore Cologne Royale, my friends, and it was a delight. My first Dior Privé, and one of the most expensive bottles I had bought up to that point. I really, really enjoy it for that, you know. I really enjoy it for that. It's fantastic, you know. It's neroli, it's citrus, it's fresh. It's fresh, it's a little floral. It's absolutely glorious in the heat. It really is fantastic. One of the top fragrances in the heat. That, Geranium Pour Monsieur, Dune, Escale and Haiti, Encre Noir Sport, Mugler Cologne, all brilliant in the heat, you know. And it's been quite nice here. It hasn't been too hot. It's been about 20 Celsius with a breeze, and that is just the right heat for me. You know, that is just the right heat for me. I don't like going much hotter than that because you can't sleep at night, you know. You can't get a good night's sleep when it's too hot. It's fucking awful, you know. Really, I can't believe these guys telling on you for sending them angry messages. JJ didn't tell me. I don't speak to JJ anymore. It was somebody else. Sorry, Mitch, just hard to get over it, says Bozza. It's fine. Hey, Duck and Crew. Hello, Tripler. Hello, it's Centre of the Day, Santal Messiah. I have my Santal Messiah over here. Over here. Here it is. Could wear this soon. Creamy coconutty thing. I can never sleep properly in the summer, says Stephen. UK infrastructure not built for hot summers, man. Annoying as. Yes, it's not built for hot summers. It's not built for cold winters. It's not built for wet autumns. You know? Leaves on the line. Fucking mental. We're just fucking hopeless, man. Do you own Lancome Hypnos? No. But I did smell it and I did like it. But I wouldn't buy it. I liked it, so I didn't buy it. I didn't love it. I wasn't crazy about it, you know? Oh, this is fabulous. It really is fucking awesome, that. I love it. Very strange. You know, it's different for a summer perfume. And that coconut makes it unmistakably summer for me. I like fig, says Buzz. I like fig as well. Don't like the new Dior because it's fucking lifting. It's absolute shit. And I do not recommend it to you. It's a total waste of money. Does it come across like natural sandalwood? Pow. It comes across as well done sandalwood. Natural sandalwood, I would not seek to tell somebody called Pradeep what natural sandalwood smells like. You know, I imagine you've forgotten more about sandalwood than I'll ever know. So, my only suggestion would be to you to try and find out for yourself, mate. I don't think it does. It smells like a good sandalwood. Put it like this. I wouldn't want to start telling you what was good and bad sandalwood, mate. I'm looking at my 120ml per 2. It is a big bottle. It's 120ml, isn't it? This is 120ml per 2 as well. This is absolutely lovely stuff. On skin you go. Oh, just fresh and alive. Very citrusy. A little bit of cumin, I feel. Something warm in there. Someone was not impressed with my description of Dior Homme 2020. And they were trying to get me to say which fragrances it smelled like, because they said they didn't think it smelled like any of them, which I can appreciate. And they raised the spectre of the Elemi at the top. And I was like, all of these fragrances have a little twist. This is what I thought. All of these fragrances that smell the same have a twist at the top, in the fragrance, don't they? But they've all got the same spine. They've all got this fucking... And they've all got this fucking ISO-y super... like, stump all the way through them, and then they've got little bits of like sandalwood, they've got little bits of bergamot and pink pepper and fucking mandarin and fucking... It just smells very similar. Patula Cost. Think twice. That's my only advice. Come on now, who do you think you are? Ha ha ha, bless your soul. You really think you're in control? What am I talking about? I'm just having a look. Jean Patou Lacoste. Okay, so according to Fragrantica, it is spicy, it is green, it is French, it is floral, fresh, not French. It is fresh, floral, and citrus. Top notes are basil, bergamot, coriander, lavender, lemon, petitgrain, rosemary. Hot notes are fern, carnation, cedarwood, cinnamon, clary sage, geranium, heliotrope, patchouli, and vetiver. Base notes are moss, ambergris, musk, tonka bean, and vanilla. It does have this spicy top thing going on. It's very unusual. It's a deep spice as well. I was going to say cumin at first, but it's not quite cuminy. You know? It's got the rosemary, basil, coriander, especially coriander thing going on. You know? Most unusual. Let's check the comments, shall we? Oh, people saying, hello, Paolo. Hello, mate. Listen to my double, I need to do a proper sandalwood. The thing with sandalwood is it's very hard to make a sandalwood fragrance. You know? From what I'm told, if you put sandalwood in something and then mix it with something else, it can easily overshadow the sandalwood, like, and just like not hide it, but just make it disappear. You know? Just make it disappear. Yeah, time zone so does not suit me, Tripler. Is that the Margie streams are interrupting my sleep pattern, says Tripler. You want cumin, then sniff your pits. You should get vintage Arolfa. No, I shouldn't. Arolfa hates me and I hate it. It smells really nice on other people. Sandalwood is very delicate, says DJ, and you need a lot of it if you're using actual sandalwood, which isn't viable business-wise. Yeah, it's very, very difficult to make a sandalwood fragrance using natural sandalwood, and the sandalwood not to be just completely blown away by something as simple as bergamot or lavender. You know, anything. It's very, very quiet. It's very quiet. Sandalwood. You can make sandalwood do things. Excuse me. But it's not easy. No sense with bergamot. Don't use bergamot. The synthetic is far cheaper, says DJ. I like a lot of Arolfa, but commonly don't trust old Creed bottles. I'm okay with new Arolfa. Though there are cheaper sandalwoods, though profiles are different from what people expect, says DJ. Vetiver overtakes everything, says Spaced Out. I like Vetiver. Scallon Haiti, sorry, I am looking forward to wearing. Absolutely I am. Oh, it's so fresh. It's got this raw, ripped out root, earth, fresh, clean sort of thing going on. I don't know if any of you have this experience, but when you rotate your fragrances, right, when you bring new ones out, you spend the first week or two just smelling the ones you haven't smelled for the best part of 6 months, 9 months, you know? So that's literally what I've been doing for the past few days since I did that stream, is literally just picking up the bottles and smelling the lids, you know? Loewe Pour Homme, that's probably going to get a wear this week coming up. What else? Mugler Cologne, Santal Messiah. Looking forward to wearing this. This is, of course, Lauda Metropolis. Gorgeous. Have you tried Bogwe Mai? Yes, but I can't remember it. Which is a bit fucking useless for you. Sorry. But it's there somewhere. I've got a sample somewhere, I'm sure of it. I need to go through all my samples. Lauda is so dry and lovely. No equivalent for locally unfiltered Mysore sandalwood or cis Pradip. Two fragrances that use the note of salt. Sel de Vetiver by the different company and Fleurs de Sel by Miller Harris. Unfortunately, I don't like Sel Moran by Healy. Vetiver has become my favourite signature note, says Micah. Just picked up a bottle of vintage Anagutal Vetiver EDT, says Micah. Very dark and smoky. Very dark and smoky, mate. Very dark, very smoky. PK is wearing Rogue's Tobacco Vert. Don't need to try some Rogue at some point. I've tried them, I'm not really a massive fan, like. Oh, the glory, says DJ. Where's them Etros? The Etros are in the drawer below. Could wear the sandalwood one. Mestaminwee's there, that's waiting to come out in autumn. Chalneur's been put, I think Chalneur's further back, or it's been stored. I'll tell you something, this Patou Eau de Sport has similarities to Eau de Hermes, but without the lavender. Or the lavender's certainly not as prominent. It's got that fiery citrus, spicy thing going on at the top. Evening, Nick S. I've ordered Adonis Awakens and samples of Triumph of Bacchus. Triumph of Backup. That's my fragrance collection, that. So hopefully this time they don't get cancelled. That's Argos, of course. Samples are free. Not the samples I bought weren't. I have a late 80s Antaeus, says Rabbit. It's a lot different from the early 80s one. Please, if you mention Antaeus, Duchamp will go ape, says Buzzer. Rich, light any more candles recently? Yeah, no, not more candles, just lit the same one again, actually. It is Fil de Lavande. Lavender leaves. I used to think this was fields of lavender, but it is not. So we will light this just for Alan Hansen. Alan Hansen, I hold a candle for you, sir. And now I've put it down. But it's still lit. So, friends, if liking streams is your thing, which it may or may not be, it's not for everyone. I would request, I would ask, I desire that you would like this stream, my stream. If that's something you're into, if that's something you want to do, if you feel I deserve it, if you feel the stream deserves it, please, like the stream. It's calm if not, though. Don't worry. You don't have to. One boss is enough, says Tripler. Tripler says, scored a sealed Antaeus 1990 the other night for a silly price. The silly price? What was it, like £69 and 69 pence? That's a silly price. There was an early 80s Antaeus that went for $170 on the bay, kicking myself for not getting it. When I burn my diptyque patchouli candle, I don't smell anything. It's so weak, it's not. I'll tell you something, right? That is really good for keeping bugs out of your house or your room or wherever your candle is. They do not like a patchouli candle. They might not like any candle, I don't know, but they do not. They do not. They do not like a patchouli candle. I'm wearing mostly Tabax Horov, says Bozza. It's a good fragrance. I've got a bottle of that. I bought mine. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Huh. I'll be wearing this. I'll be wearing this in the autumn. Very nice. That candle makes this stream very zen, says. Zhao. Right, I can't think because I'm absolutely dying to go to the bathroom. Apologies, friends. I am going to dehydrate and I will be back in 1 moment. Thank you very much for your patience. Exactly the cream. By golly, my friends, I have returned. I said I would, and here I am. What a day. Let's have a look what friends have been saying while I've been away. Ooh! What's Boz been saying then? Oh, that was tasty. That was a drink of water, by the way. I'm starting on the late 70s number 19 ADT tomorrow. It's warming up here in the UK. It is warm. It's nice. It's nice up here. It's about 20 Celsius, so it's not too warm. I can't be dealing with the heat. You know, I can't be dealing with deep fucking heat. I was right about the surges, Mitch, like I'm right about most things, says DJ, who's feeling very sure of himself. Rachel, I think live chat has moved to comment section. Yeah, it's different now. It's weird. Such a great bottle design. Leave it to George, says Buzzer. What is that, rain? What's what, rain? There's no rain here. It's fucking not a cloud in the sky at the minute. If you mean the noise, it could be the fan. I've got a big fan in the background just to circulate the air, stop it getting stuffy and hot. You know, I like a good fan. It's nice. So if you head out if you back out of it, select comments and should take you back. I think I had the same issue, says Stephen. 2 times 30mm iris silver mist for €150 reasonable? No, but it's probably as good as you're going to get. We've got rain and actually dangerous hail here today, says Alan. Your bathroom sounds like a rainstorm. Not my bathroom. The Metropolis really is phenomenal. The bass, yeah, it's amazing. I like the top. I mean, it's beautiful all the way through, but with all the vintages the Duck has, I'm not sure we've seen a vintage Quorum yet. Ah! Where is it? I've got one, right? But I don't wear it on skin because I have a reaction to it. Would you believe? It's like one of the only fragrances I've ever had a real reaction to. And I do have a reaction to it. Where the fuck is it? It's my little 50mm one. It's not over there. It must be in one of the drawers below. But it makes me turn red and prickly and itchy. It's not great. Graham Howitt. Thank you, Square. You are very kind. Someone has donated, my friends. And they are very, very kind. I really appreciate that, Graham. I don't even like asking for likes, never mind coffees. But I appreciate that, Graham. You are too kind. So a new brand reached out to me asking if they could send me a sample set and a full bottle of their choice. I was a bit sceptical, but agreed. Yesterday I received the package. Shite, says Zhao. Ooh, what did you receive, Zhao? Go into theatre mode, says DJ. I don't know what you mean. Theatre mode? DJ, tell me what you mean about... Tell me what you mean about the surges, how you were right. Come on, Metropolis is okay in my opinion, gentlemen, says Joseph. Joseph, I love it. I really love it. It's a fantastic fragrance. That's a picture of Roberto Baggio you have there, I can tell by the ponytail. Thanks, DJ Rach, says Pradeep. People say stuff is discontinued when it's fucking not. Yes. I use Moods as mosquito repellent. Brilliant efficacy. Gentleman, says Joseph, that sounds good. Love vintage Quorum, says Rachel. No, I really like Metropolis, actually. I like mint. I'm a big fan of the mint in it. Yes, sir, that is Baggio. I really like the mint. This insanely talented was Roberto Baggio's. Was Dino his brother or his cousin? Dino Baggio was a bloody good little midfielder, him, you know. Very underrated because of the name. It was Di Biagio, wasn't it? It was Dino. No, it wasn't. Dino Baggio was related to him, and then there was Di Biagio, who was different to the whole. Yeah, there was a Di Biagio, and I can't remember who it was. No, I think there were. I don't know that there were. Dino Baggio. Let's have a look. Dino Baggio. Oh, no, they weren't related. Outrageous. He was a fucking good little player, though. Dino wasn't related to Roberto. No, you're right. There was a Di Biagio. Luigi Di Biagio, says Andres, yes. So I don't want to turn this into a football stream. Ah, I really like this Metropolis. I really like the mint. Yes, Stephen Tampman. Yes, he should. He's finished. That fucking Gundogan goal was fucking exceptional. What a player he is as well, by the way. Do you like Pegwell Bay, Rich? Never tried them. Do you like Metropolis more than Lorda for Men? Ooh. Historically, no. At the minute, probably yes. At the minute, I'm favouring Metropolis over its Alan, just scroll to the bottom. Scroll to the bottom, or take the time of the video and push it all the way forward so that you're caught up. For mint, geranium, Paul Monsieur, and Roadster. Yes, I have both, and I love both. But there are more. There are more. I get a slightly peppery. I know, Gianluca Vialli died recently, which was a great shame. Geranium, Paul Monsieur. I get a little slightly spice pepper thing going on, just a naughty one. Alan, switch to top messages and then back to all messages and it will refresh the chat. Good point, Manly Sense. We've got some technicians in the house, I see. My chat keeps fucking needing to be refreshed as well, actually. Geranium Paul Monsieur's top 5 Frederick Marles. I would agree. I would agree. Toothpaste Monsieur. Yes. Cologne Indelible. I actually really like Cologne Indelible. Picked this up quite cheap off the man with the Iris Pudra and others. I beg your pardon. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Where did I put... This is what I was talking about the other day. Now, where did I put my Pontaccio 21? Someone was talking, I think it was Manly Sense. Oh, fucking hell, man. That's the Eau de Toilette with the brown leather wrap, okay? And that is the Eau de Cologne natural spray. Did you surgery that candle? Kind of, yes. Back, all fixed. Thanks for the moral support, says Alan. Eau de Magnolia is nice too. Underrated, says Proudy. Not for me. Not a fan. Not a fan of Magnolia. I always think, whenever I hear the word Magnolia, I think of paint. Do you know what I mean? That's just how I feel. My fucking camera. Lily is sending me a video. Another one of them videos that you've been sending around the fragrance community, Lily. Everybody's seen this video. One of Lily's homemade videos. Latest love from Frederic Marler's Rose Tenaire, formerly owned Rose. Elegant. Not sure how I feel about the old Une Rose. Richard, says Lily. Lily, says Richard. I dig Magnolia, says Alan. But then again, I can't think of any floral notes that I dislike. Everybody likes floral notes. How can I see this video, says Joseph. Everybody's seen this video, Joseph. And Lily is sending me it. Can you tell us how the name Geordie originated, or where did it come from? No, sorry. Because I don't know. Graham says, don't mention the Mackems bother. Practically an act of violence. Scruffy tramps that they are. Horrible. I wore Pontaccio last week. Works in the heat? Absolutely it does. Which version did you wear? Have you ever seen the Eau de Cologne, Keith? Oh, it's so good. I actually prefer the Eau de Cologne to the Eau de Toilette. I think it just wears better. Diana da Silva Cosmetics. Milano. Made in Italy. I only have the EDT. Carl Anderson says, thoughts on the new model actor for Bleu de Chanel? What's he called? I can't remember. I know the guy who did it died though, didn't he? That was a shame. He wasn't very old. Essential Parfum has some decent freshies, but some of them are clonish, says Pradeep. Lily, where's this video? Pontaccio still sells for cheap. See if you can get the Eau de Cologne, Keith. I'd send you if I could. But this hellish island will not allow perfume out. It's a bit of a kick in the tit. You know? It's a bit wank, frankly. Do you know, I haven't bought a perfume in nearly a month. On the 6th of May, it will be the last time I bought a perfume, right? It will be the last time I bought a perfume, and that was the Green Valley and Serge Luton haul. So I haven't bought a perfume in nearly a month. I've bought some samples, but I haven't bought any perfumes. So I found that quite interesting. I've done that without... Christoph? Mate, where have you been? How are you? I hope you are well. It'll be your bedtime soon, is it? Bloody hell, Rich, says Nick. You sound a bit like Robbie Coltrane. It is equally difficult from Ireland to send perfume. Not that I'm aware of. Not that I am aware of, mate. You know? Do you know what I've just noticed? This fucking Serge Luton. The stem doesn't go all the way at the bottom. Fuck. The state of this. Say it. There is daylight between that stem and the bottom of the bottle. How's that? Rich, have you tried any Jacques Fat fragrances? No. I wouldn't mind the iris one that everybody was talking about. Like the vintage Iris one, you know, but it goes for thousands. It goes for thousands. But no, I haven't tried any Jacques Fath. What they're like? I'm doing well, thank you, says Christoph. You have been missed, my friend. L'Iris de Fath, that's right. I've only gone 10 days without a fragrance purchase, says Nick. Well done. Well done. You ought to be proud of yourself. Proper candle burn when you use foil, says Lily. Lily does Lambeth. What? I haven't seen that video before. Today I went for a walk and found a bottle of Ebony Wood by Zara on the walkway, says Christoph. Be careful. Iris EDP version is cheaper, says Prody. Joe, if you can, try Fath pour l'homme. It's amazing, sweet patchouli. They go for crazy money, those old Fath. Says Tripler. They released now, released a Fath EDP. It's €265 for 30 mil. Absolute madness, but the Iris is glorious. It's cheaper than Strangelove. Vetiver Grey is amazing, says Joe. Enrique says, do you have Tom Ford Fougère d'Argent? I wouldn't mind buying that, actually. That's a nice fragrance, but I just don't need it. You know what I mean? I've got loads of fucking Fougères. All of them. Yes, this is Ferre Pontaccio. The Eau de Cologne performs fucking magnificently, like. Oh, it's really nice, that. It's really nice. It's like a fresher version of the Eau de Toilette. You put the Eau de Toilette, you put the Eau de Toilette on and then top it up with... How have I been doing that? That can't be right. Ah, you've been on top of there, that's why. That is how we feng shui the bottles. Thank you. Just came to me, Tom Ford has an Ant Iris frags. What? Iris Blue Grey by L'Artisan is a nice iris similar to Heris. Just get Heris. Any. Tom Ford hasn't any iris fragrances. Not that I can think of, no. It's a good point, that. This video sounds degenerate, which is why I need to see it immediately, says Nick. Leather Jardin by Zara is amazing, says Paolo. Don't have it, but it's a great fougere, says Joe. I also love Leather Jardin at the moment. My dad gave me a compliment on it. Oh, that's good. Charles, I bought it immediately at Excellence. Love it first sniff there. That one in Bel Ombre. Vetiver Grey. Grey Vetiver. Any good fougere recommendations, Joe, says Enrique. Bought the Leather Jardin candle as well. Interesting. Has anyone tried Soprani Pour Homme, the old yellow one, just blind bought for $10? Supposed to be a great fougere. Rich doesn't like Leather Jardin, though. I wasn't impressed. I just wasn't impressed. Oh. I might do a Galen and wear Serge Luton's for like a week. I think he wore his for a month. You know what I mean? But I might wear mine for a week. See what happens. Maybe not in the height of summer, though. Rich doesn't like Leather Jardin. Tom Ford Baudelaire is a great fougere, Enrique. It certainly is. Excuse me. Sorry about that. And it's up here. Can confirm. Oh! Put that in a white shirt or a white t-shirt and you are just going to cause some damage to women and men. Hello, my good man. I hope you are well and happy, says Manginosis. I am well and happy. Thank you, Manginosis. I hope you are well and happy as well. Fougere Emeraude by Les Indomptables is currently my favourite fougere. Very unique with caramel tuberose. No good freshies from Surge that I know. Which one of you just smelled, Rich? I have just smelled Beau de Jour. No good freshies from Surge I know of. I fucking don't think there's any freshies from Serge Lutens. I don't think they've got a cologne. You know? Ah, beautiful. I want to learn more about that Dune fragrance that has gone under my radar, says Carl. Well, it is fig bark. Excuse me, I'm just going to spray it. It's like a woody, figgy, creamy, fizzy. Oh, it's lovely. There's a lot going on here. Them white bottle Surge. Santal Blanc is in the white bottle, isn't it? And I've got a bottle of vintage Santal Blanc, which is what I've just been playing with. I would not say that was fresh. Fleur de Citronnière and L'Eau Froide by Serge Lutens are nice, says Miguel. Welcome, Miguel. I smelled it ages ago, Tripler. The hexagonal bottle, says Manly Sense. Not the one with Roberto Baggio on the box. Had liked it. Opens with spicy citrus, if I recall correctly. I didn't buy it. It was retail price. I need to try that one. Often gets compared to Davidoff Good Life, says Nick. Which one? Dune? I've got Good Life by Davidoff. I wouldn't mind parting with it, actually. Le Vierge de Fer is somewhat fresh on me. Good Life is good. Wouldn't spend more than $70 on it. No, I wouldn't either, to be fair. Lily, I'm downloading your film. Lily! That is filth. Where am I supposed to get that from? And how are you doing that? It's a big pink hole. Ooh. Come on now, who do you think you are? Cool bottle, I want a mini Good Life. Yeah, I wouldn't mind one. Any summer options not in the duck lineup he's dying to try or find? Yes, I have a bottle I am looking to buy. And I'm just deciding where to buy it from. Depends on DJ if he wants to hurry up. If he wants to hurry up and decide what he wants from a Sansa Nobile so we can put in an order. Maybe split some shipping. That would be nice. That Lacoste Pertuse dried down lovely. Bro, I just come back from holiday. I know, I'm just winding you up, mate. Fear not. He has just come back from holiday, though. He's been to France. He went smelling perfume. It was a working holiday. Oh. Ah ha ha. Bless your soul. You really think you're in control? Yes. What else am I looking forward to trying? I don't really have much on my summer to get list, you know? Like, I've probably got the smallest range of all of my seasonal perfumes in the summer place. Rich Mitch and the Aldehydes, says Carl Charles. Yes, that'd be a great band. How much is the Cologne Aficionale? Are you getting it? That is the one I am looking to get. I have been very impressed with it. I sprayed it on my friend today and she was very impressed with it. It's fucking beautiful. And I sprayed it yesterday on my hand before I went to bed, and I woke up the next morning and I could still smell it quite strongly. Like, it was definitely there. So that is good news. A good 8 hours. A good 8 hours. Finally got my mini of Homme de Grey. Can't wait to try that beauty out, says Robin. It's good stuff. Robin also says, Chisari Uomo Fresh is one of my good recent discoveries. Pleasantly surprised. And something else. Waiting for new Rubini, says DJ. Yes, Brooke told us there was a new one out at the end of next month. This month? A month's time? Did Trusali make anything else besides Uomo? Not for me. Ramsey might be someone to ask about that, because he likes I think he likes Python. I think Python's meant to be quite good. One fragrance that I discovered recently and that is incredibly underrated is Dior's Scala Portofino, stunning eau de cologne style fragrance. When was this released? Is it a privé? I can't get past the opening of Florist Vert Fougère. Pity because the dry down is good, says Manly Sense. Summer is a difficult season for wearing fragrances, especially if you live in a hot country. Extreme hot weather kills fragrance, says Miguel. I would agree. It's a 2008 release. Do you know, I've never heard of that. For cologne lovers, look into the new Eau de Glory cologne by Parfum d'Empire, says DJ. That's the Dior Cruise collection that he's talking about. Citrus has too much of a culinary association for me, plus they're kind of boring. Yeah, I just bought a Dior Scala Portofino. Let's just slow down here. What's everyone talking about this for, huh? What is this madness? A Scala Portofino. A Scala Portofino. A Scala Pondicherry. Hey, Mr. DJ, a Scala Pondicherry. Made by Francoise Demarchie. Huh? Ooh, big lemon. Ooh, I'm intrigued. There is one for £60 for 75ml on the Ebs. That's interesting. Oops, I've just dropped an absolute bollock. Excuse me. Alright, what we need to do is go back and then there we are. Okay, I might be interested to try that. We will see when the stream is over. That Dior line no one cares about, says Brady. I have it, Robin, not my favourite, to be honest. I can recommend Trussardi L'Uomo. It's a good fresh scent. You need to like the note of tomato leaf. That's a couple of other fragrance in that collection. Pondicherry, apparently. Corsica Furiosa is great, says DJ. That's a tomato leaf, isn't it? I saw some doorknob paid £700, 700 for Feeling Our Heels the other day. Yikes. That is not a wise move. Some people will, I mean, I paid fucking, what, 90 quid for one of them, and then, like, I got another one, and I paid about fucking 100 and something. You know what I mean? And that was in the old style, my old style bottles. Crazy. Christoph, you are too kind. I will thank you after the stream. Christoph has donated. He has bought me a coffee. That's two. That's two people who have bought and donated via the... It's like London buses, isn't it? You don't get any for ages, and then two come along at once. Amazing. Neanderthal's paying that much for feel, says DJ. Yikes, I live near Pondicherry, says Pradeep. Now we know where Pradeep lives. Chill vibes with that diptyque candle. Is that enough for a coffee these days? Thank you very much, Christopher. There's more than enough. You are very kind, I appreciate it. 20 years from now, do you think we'd come to the conclusion we were too hard on Damashi? Well, I'm wearing a Damashi perfume today. I'm wearing Cologne Royale. Christoph says I'm buying Rich Mitch stocks. It's Rich Mitch art. That's what you should buy. He has his hits and misses. I think the perfumes, some of the flankers he's done, I said this in my Dior Homme comparison video, if you watched it. 50 minutes, like, so I mean, you've got to commit. Maybe watch it before you go to bed or something like that. Fahrenheit Absolute, brilliant. Sauvage Eau de Parfum, brilliant. Amber and Away, brilliant. Leather Oud, Oud Ispahan, Queer Canage especially. Well, guys, got to go. We'll grab some drinks tonight. I will catch up later. Take care, Rich. Take care. See you, Joe. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Have a nice night. But Damashi. His real crime for me was the whole reformulating things and saying it was his own work. That is absolutely outrageous. And I know I use the word outrageous too much. I know I use the word for like comedic effect, and like I use all these big... I mean, that is absolutely like outrageous. Like, you should be outraged by that. What he did with Bois d'Argent. Specifically Bois d'Argent. Re-releasing it in 2017. Re-releasing it in 2017 and saying he was the perfumer when it smelled exactly the same. Exactly the same. Well, not exactly the same, but it was the same perfume. It was a reformulation. It wasn't a re-release. It wasn't a cover. It was a reformulation. But we don't know if it is him who asked for taking the credit. He could have resigned. He could have said, I'm not doing that. I can't do that. I won't do that. I won't put my name to that. I won't let you put my name to that. He could have spoke out against it. He could have done a lot of things, but he hasn't. He's a company man, you know? Fahrenheit Absolute is one of the precious few perfumes for which I have a backup bottle, says Alan. But we don't know if it is him who asked for taking the credit. We don't, you're right, but... So did Dimashi help make Antaeus, or was it just made by Polish? I would have thought it was just Polish. I would be very surprised if Dimashi was involved in that. He might have been at the company. You know? It's outrageous, scandalous. It's terrible. Last year, Bois d'Argent was credited to MFK. Fuck him as well for that. Yep, poor Anik. Poor Anik Manado. She deserves an in-house perfumer spot at one of these big houses. I would have actually given her the job over Francis Curtijon. But Francis Curtijon is the golden goose. You know what I mean? And if you've smelled Dior Riviera, you'll know that he is literally just going to keep making what he makes for MFK for Dior. Dior Riviera just smells like an MFK. That's what it smells like. Shit. It's boring. It's pointless. There's no need. If he'd never released that perfume, the world would not have batted an eyelid. Rich, that would be an interesting topic by default. Perfumes for which I have a backup bottle. That would be my longest video. My longest video by far. I could do a top 10 most backed up fragrances. That would put some kind of like length limiting fucking thing in place to stop it from getting out of hand, you know. Ooh. Sorry, I'm just leaning, and as I lean, I stretch, and when I stretch, I say, ooh. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Who has gotten credit? Someone told me Bois d'Argent is so ubiquitous and Paris Monaro is regarded as a saint and one of the coolest women on the planet, so she has gotten credit. She would have got credit for a while, absolutely no doubt. Absolutely no doubt, but then Dimashi has tried to take credit for it since, so what can we say? You might need to go to therapy after that video. I might be forced. I might be taken away by the men in white coats. They'll come to pick us up and take me to the sanitarium. Is the Aventus Sauvage of Paris? So, whoops, sorry about that. That was my voice. Is that what I sound like, really? I wonder who will do a stream after me tonight. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere yet. I'm just wondering. I'm fucking sick of these Joe Rogan shorts and Elon Musk shorts that keep popping up on the fucking feed. Absolutely fucking sick. Just piss off. I don't want to watch them. I'm not a bro. Oh no. Anyway, I need a bottle of the Cologne version. Same with Au Noir. Yes, I wouldn't mind a bottle of the Cologne version. The Cologne version of Bois d'Argent is fucking fantastic. Cologne version, they just had Cologne in the name. The concentration was always EDP. It was a different formula though. I can guarantee you now it was a lot less thick and it was a lot more intricate and more perfumey. It was better, I'm telling you. Bois d'Argent Cologne. You need to dehydrate, then rehydrate again, says Lily. I have rehydrated. Don't worry, I'll dehydrate again at some point. This is the circle of life. Here's a Scallon Indonesi. What do we think of a Scallon Indonesi? If you could ask Francois Demarchais one question, what were you thinking with the later post-2017 releases in the Dior Privé? Justify them. Discuss. What the fuck was Dior Amour? What the fuck was Rouge Trafalgar and Purple Oud and fucking all those pointless vanillic soft pointless releases? Did you ever think to stand up to the bean counters at LVMH? Why did you do their bidding? Why did you not make something better? Why Dior Homme 2020? Why not a different name? You know? He could have said we should put this in a different bottle. We should put this under a different name. Like, why did you try and take credit for Annick Minado's Bois d'Argent when you were simply just reformulating it? I've just sprayed some Escal and Indonesi on my hand. Arm, I beg your pardon. It's nice, I like it, but it's a little bit. It's got a slightly flat lemonade kind of smell to it. Also, with moving from one perfumer to another, you end up working with a completely different flavour house. Materials they no longer have access to. I think people are overestimating how much input perfumers have when it comes to decisions. Dior 2020 was fucking ridiculous, says Nick. I agree. Rachel says, love both Escales from Les Escales from Les Indomadables. Escale is the new Bois, says Tripler. Yeah, Escale and Haiti's better, says Carl. I agree. I absolutely agree. I think Escale and Haiti's fucking glorious, like. This will always remind me of Jura Rose and Audrey Jane, because this is what I was wearing when I met them. Excuse me, whilst I cough in your ears. In fact, that reminds me, I'm going to take some painkillers to kill the pain before I go to sleep. Oops. That wasn't good. I think I just snapped a tablet. Don't snap tablets, please. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Oh, fuck. What the fuck is the floor doing? There's a fucking divot in the floor that's trying to stop me from moving. We can't have that. What the fuck? I think, yeah, Scallon Haiti is better. I will just wear Bois d'Argent this month. Citrus has seriously bore me, says Spaced Out. I mean, I couldn't wear them year round, but for like a few months at a time I could. This is one of the great things about rotating your collection. You rarely get bored, you know. Come to London, Duck. I mean, you'll struggle. I'd have to find, like, there'd have to be all sorts going on, mate. There'd have to be a lot of things go right for me to go to London, you know? Oh. Since I've been gone for a minute, what have you discovered recently, says Christoph? What have I been buying? I managed to get a bottle of Green Valley, but it was off, unfortunately. I am going to be buying a bottle of something called Cologne Officinale by Healy. I've been selling a lot of stuff, Christoph, mate. I've been selling a lot of things. Sold Gucci Pour Homme 1. Sold Ultra Zest. I sold Ultra Zest to somebody called Terence Hughes. Alright. So, if Aaron Terence Hughes pops up with a bottle of Ultra Zest anytime soon, you'll know. Selling is better than buying sometimes, says Christoph. I just haven't bought anything. Neither have I sold anything, says Christoph. Yeah. Yeah, the person who bought my the person who bought it was called Terence Hughes. So just bear that in mind. Anyone who's subscribed to him, let me know. What else have I been discovering recently? Not much in the summer aisle. I've been trying to enjoy the classics, mate. You know? I haven't been buying stuff. Alan Hansen says, could have put it in a rainbow bottle, could have released it in any June for Pride Month and then called it Dior Homo. Graham Howard says, Jesus, just having a gander on a Senza Nobile. Shipping costs are criminal. Might be cheaper to go and fetch stuff in person. Graham, are you in Britain? Because we could split the ship in 3 ways. Me, you and DJ. You know? It'd be like a tenner each to Britain. It's like 30 quid DHL. It gets here quite quickly, actually. It's like less than a week. Depends what day they ship it on. Anything whipping through the base? Not my base, not at the minute. I might wear some sandalwood cologne by Elizabeth Arden. Fucking fantastic perfume. I want to sell my Fahrenheit cologne. Safe, legal, and compliant, says Micah. That's me. Didn't Pride Month used to be Pride Day, or did I just imagine that? I have no idea. I don't pay attention to stuff like months and days of things, you know, like World AIDS Day and fucking, like, Rescue a fucking Turtle Day and fucking, like, something month and Year of the fucking Rat and all of that kind of thing. I just do not give a fuck. Like, it just does not bother me in the slightest. That sort of shit. I fucking used to hate my birthday. Do you know what I mean? You do know the bank holidays. The problem is the bank holidays piss us off because everything stops. You know what I mean? It's like another Sunday, and I'm not a massive fan of Sundays either. The only reason I look forward to Sundays is I think it's one of the reasons that I do my fragrance rotation videos on a Sunday, so I've got something to look forward to of a Sunday. You know? Year of the Civet. JP, welcome. Howdy from Berlin. Leipzig just won against Frankfurt, the DFB finals. Is that the cup? Excuse me, whilst I hydrate. Samsara, Onair de Samsara. I'm looking forward to wearing that this summer. Agua Brava. I am indeed in Leicester. Well, Graham, me, you, and DJ could. Me, you, and DJ could split the shipping. In fact, if we buy enough perfume between the three of us, say you bought a perfume, I bought a perfume, and DJ bought a perfume, right? If it gets over 300 euros or 350 euros, you get free shipping from Germany anyway, right? So that might not be a bad idea, Graham. I will leave you to think about that for a couple of minutes while I go to dehydrate. I will be back in 2 minutes. It's me. Hi. I'm back. I'm just going to shut the curtains before I start attracting flies in through the window with my ring light. Oof! Get out. Fucking. I have returned, friends. Ooh. 38 people watching and 36 likes. If that was 38 and 38, I would be a happy man. That's 39 and 36 now. Screw it. Doesn't matter. Let's have a look. Sainsbury's are all promoting these leftist events, isn't Nick? Sainsbury's. Part of the leftist conspiracy. I wish it were a joke, but releasing a Pride perfume has already been done several times. Neither my partner Wes nor myself will buy into such crap. I find it quite patronising. I'd be quite patronised by that if I was gay. That's just me, though. I find myself getting patronised by perfumes anyway. Do you know what I mean? Maybe that's just a rich Mitch thing and not anything that anyone else suffers from. Only Premier League is interesting in football for me, says Spaced Out. But Sunday is the Quack Sabbath, says Tripler. Have you tried Habit Rouge Privé? No, I tried to, and they don't have it. Some reviewers have been praising it. Certainly have. Just companies' virtue signalling. I don't mind individuals celebrating stuff like that, but when companies do it in a cynical way to increase sales. That's what it is. People say it's a leftist thing. Yeah, I think it could be a right way. Like, I mean, you could say it's a right-wing thing, but it's like a business thing. You know, it's a money-making exercise. They're just trying to squeeze money out of other people. You know what I mean? Like, it's like a business thing, and if businesses are traditionally on the right of the political spectrum, I'm just playing devil's advocate here. I don't necessarily believe that. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Something to think about. $3.50 or over is free shipping. Sounds like a plan. I'm game for that. If we all buy a perfume each, we'll get free shipping, and then I'll just get it shipped to mine, and then I'll ship to yours too. I might even buy 2 perfumes. You never know. I might get another Healy, and I'm on good terms with them. You know what I mean? I'm on good terms with the Sansa Nobile. You can't get Habit Rouge Privé in Sweden yet. Fear it might come because it's a limited release. It's not in my local Harrods. Like, there's like a little Harrods like store thing here where I live. Harrods Beauty, and it's got a girl on counter, and it's not there, and it's not in Phoenix either, which is a big department store. So shit. You can't get out. Oh, sorry. It starts out like most Amberwood frags, but you do get some hints of the original. I've started liking it more the more I wear it. What are you talking about, Interference, Matt? Eau de L'Occitane is an underrated lavender. I've got a couple of L'Occitanes over here. I've got Eau de Cade, and I have got L'Occitane. Eau de L'Occitane. It is a fabulous fragrance. I agree. What am I doing? It's a fabulous fragrance. I totally agree with you. Absolutely. Spicy lavender. These two are fantastic. Somebody gave me Eau de Cade. I haven't actually spoke to that lad for a long time. He was a very good lad. Called Christopher as well. Privé is a Zuma girl on, says DJ in disguise. I think it's just gross, and I believe it's ultimately harmful to the LGB community, says Alan. Been trying to find good price on one, manly. People like it and buy it up. These companies charging their DPs to rainbows on LinkedIn like they care. Changing their DPs to rainbows on DP. Yeah, like to give a fuck. They just think it's going to get some extra money out of people. It's patronising. It's patronising. Rouge Privé. Yeah, Amberwood, I'm fucking terrified of it. Like, I fear the old Amberwoods, like, I must admit. Miguel says, I am gay and I don't need any gay fragrance. I have enough with my Flirtamol. The thing is that loads of these, I mean, George the Fragrance Apprentice made this point a while ago, really a year or two ago now, that, I mean, how can you be into fragrances and have a problem with gay people? Do you know how many fucking gay people, like, either work or have created the fragrances that you're wearing? Well, it's like most things, people who have got a problem with stuff like that are usually hiding something. You know what I mean? And it's, I mean, people snigger and laugh at that, you know, but I mean, a lot of the times it's fucking true, you know? And there's some serious self-loathing going on. I just try not to hate, and I hate people on an individual basis, but not on a group level, you know? I try not to hate groups, unless you include, like, everybody as a group, you know? And then I could just hate everybody. I don't mean that, I'm only joking. But I save my hate for people who fucking deserve it, who have done shit that I don't like. You know? Either to me or my mates. Or things that I love. Just sell me stuff and don't bring politics into it. That's all I want, says Nick. I don't like the idea that, like, big institutions and corporations are trying to drive social policy. You know, like the whole sort of social engineering thing. I always said fucking communism wouldn't come from governments, it would come from private business. I always thought that was the case. You look at what Facebook's trying to do to people now, YouTube's trying to do to people now. I'm not going to go on a political rant, I need to stop. But they are pushing more of what you would call that kind of agenda than any government really has. Like, in the West, anyway. In the democratic West. Obviously, I'm not talking about, like, the CCP or the fucking Khmer Rouge or fucking, like, the USSR. Obviously, that was just bonkers. But you look at what private businesses are up to. It's just, I don't like being, people just don't, I say I don't like being told what to do. I don't like being told what to do. Or shunned for thinking and doing what I want to do. I just try not to be an arsehole to anybody. Unless they've been an arsehole to me, at which point I become a hellraiser. And a psychotic little antichrist. But if you haven't done no to me, I need bother. You do what you want. Especially when it comes to, like, sexual stuff. As long as it's, like, fucking consenting adults. No kids, no animals. Then you do what you want with another adult who is on the same, like, level. You know? Who is feeling it. Who is enjoying it. You crack on. Rouge Privé. The Habit Rouge Privé is very nice, says Graham. Close enough to the original to be recognisable, and the leather note is similar to Gucci Guilty Absolute. So win-win. Fucking Gucci Guilty Absolute's immense. I'm thinking about wearing... I'm thinking about the autumn when I get to wear that again. Anybody else here try the 4 new Oud Flankers by Mask Milano? They're so good. So tastefully done. I'm anxious to purchase proper bottles. No, I didn't even know that was a thing. No, I recently found an old Eau de... Oh, fuck me, brace yourselves. Eau de Paris. Soft, but really incredible Myrrh number. I really want Myrrh Ardente by Annick Goutal. I'd love that. If Christophe is still here, I found myself liking Ambre Fétiche, which I bought, and I found myself liking Encens Flamboyant as well by Ambre Fétiche, which I bought off the same guy. I don't care for the non-flanker and the green one. Product says maybe a same, but I prefer Rouge Privé to the EDT, more contemporary. I don't like Habit Rouge. Sold my bottle to Oh, fuck. He's from Australia? Mr. Pleasant. Mr. Pleasant. There it is. Imagine genuinely being a homophobe and loving fragrance. It must be a nightmare, says Nick. That's right. Better just hate everyone and be done with it, says Micah. They're just trying to ride a wave. Yeah. Just support any business owned by the marginalised group for whatever month, says fucking Flora Nuts. And that is a keen observation, Nick. Thanks. See how Hollywood movies are unwatchable? I don't watch TV or movies, to be honest with you. Treat people how they treat you. If they're nice to you, then be nice to them. Also treat them how they treat other people as well. You know? Just be reasonable. The perfumes are turning the ducks gay. Huh? I do have some rather fantastic plumage. Fabulous plumage, some might say. They're trying so hard to memory hold the bit where he met the dude when he was 10. What are you talking about? Amber Fetiche is my favourite. Amber, says Germs. Amber Fetiche and Encens Flamboyant are absolutely amazing, says Miguel. I've got the old bottles as well. I've got the Amber Fetiche. I wish I could show you it, but it's like in the drawer underneath. So it's a bit of a cow to get to, but it's got the ears on. Talking about Philips, yeah, I know what you're saying. It's got the little ears on, the fantastic twisty little bottle. I'll see if I can get it out. Hold on. Alright, let's see if we can do this. Oh, that fucking candle's glorious. Hopefully next week I'm going to be doing a first impressions on this. Guerlain's Metallica, very kindly sold to me by the lovely Stephen Tampton. Stephen, if you're still here, cheers. Excuse me, whilst I hydrate. I paid 120 euros for the 3 Les Orientales some years ago. My best buy ever. What, you paid 120 for all 3 of them? Like, not 120 each, 40 each. Have you tried the Rammstein scent and heard about the Till Lindemann accusations? No, I haven't. What's he been up to? Right, brace yourselves, people. This could be a bit of an operation, this. I didn't say all the things that I wanted to say. Please enjoy my funky carpet. Where are we? There it is. Where is Encens Flamboyant? I could just show you this, to be fair. Where is Encens Flamboyant? I think I may have misplaced my flamboyant incense. Ooh, I'm going to get something else out to show you as well. If you are looking for a good time, no. But also, yes. What are we looking at? What did we just see? Oh! Where is it then? Oh, careful. Oh, where is it? Is that it? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. Oh! The things we do for content. Alright. Carpet's finished. Strangely, the viewership went up when you were looking at the carpet. What's that box on the floor? It's a diptyque. Let's have a look. It's face down, so it could be anything. If you can guess what it is, you can win this sample. That's a lie. Ah, yes, I know what it is. It's L'Eau Papier. An interesting fragrance. Smells like rice. Steamed rice. Wet rice. It's L'Eau Papier. Not Le Papier, it's L'Eau Papier. Yeah. L'Eau Papier lily. Lil Papier. Paper lily. 40 each, my God in heaven. That is fucking... That is a powerful deal. Considering I paid more than... I mean, I paid just under that. I paid like 100 quid for Enson's Flamboyant. I think I paid 110 for the Amber Fetiche, but the Amber Fetiche is this bottle, which I will show you. Oops, excuse me. What's just happened here? Oh, no, you don't. Okay, so... I want Al Manzano back. Well, I want an 11-inch penis, but it's not fucking happening. Schofield was actually on Smelly's stream last night, I heard, says Buzzer. Have you tried the Ramstein scent? Oh, no. Tell me what happened there, JP. I love this carpet to an unreasonable degree, says Nick. Agreed on the carpet. It's a little bit fabulous. You know? We'll get the candle back. Get the candle in. Let me put it off to the side a little bit so it doesn't set fire to my litres of alcoholic perfume. Ah, the hydration is coming in. Cut 2 inches off, you'll get a little... Rich, what's your take on vintage Lancome Margie Noir? I've actually got a vintage Margie Noir, but I haven't paid a lot of attention to it. What happened to Al Manzano? He was just like a fucking... there's something slightly amiss in that old man's mind, you know. He's bless him. He's just being a dick. You know what I mean? He's just being unreasonable. That box offends me, obscuring the pattern like that, says Nick. Is it coming anything new from Chanel this year? Right, I was talking to somebody earlier, I think it was Ramsey. Right? It might have been Ramsey, it might have been someone else. Apparently Chanel have had a Les exclusives lined up. They were supposed to bring out last year, and they were supposed to bring out this year, but they can't source the ingredients reliably enough to be able to release it mass market. So they're really struggling. I think I heard that from... Who did I listen? I think it was Jacob. I don't mind Al, but it's the same diatribe every time. Yeah, exactly. He just says the same thing over and over again. You know what I mean? Like, he went on Eugene's stream, like, he fucking pissed Eugene off, which is not easy to do these days. Maybe pissed off's a bit strong, but I know he was not impressed when he went on. He started laying into loads of people. Eugene was like, Al, you can't just come on and do and say that. And he was like, oh, sorry. And then literally just spanned back round and did the same exact thing again. Started going on about exactly the same thing over again. I was making my guess too fast and tried to beat the lag. I feel like the carpet is perfect for that mustachioed Santos to Cartier fantasy to be played out. 30 or 100 mil. What happened to Al Manzano? That's a beauty. It is an absolutely glorious bottle, you know. It has to be decanted, though, which is a bit of a cow. And that, I do not like that, by the way. That is shit. Fuck that. I think the stream's been taken down. It's a glorious amber, though. It's fucking lovely amber fatigue. Right, we're gonna put you somewhere a little bit safer than that, I'm afraid. There, that's better. This is the bottle of Encens Flamboyant. I would have preferred if they were both the same bottle, but I mean, like I said. You see that meltdown he had last year? He's had loads of meltdowns. I don't mind that. Why you don't like JJ Bosses, Justin? I went to get a frosty beverage, walked back into the room and hear Rich saying that he wants an 11-inch penis. Okay then, thank you and good night, says Alan. Wow, if that's true, it's really sad news from Chanel. Has to be annoying from the perfume. Yeah, it's a bit of a cow, like. Can someone send me the link of Manzano pissed off Eugene? I think it's gone. Regarding how many would simply say garbage in, garbage out. What happened to Al that made him become so bitter? Sucked too many lemons. JP, what are these allegations against Till? When I start streaming again, says Boz, Moneyburner and Al will be my guest. Sorry, Margie, I know you don't like Al, but he's a riot. He just take over my stream completely. And I won't be watching. Wearing one of my blind buys from last night and not hating it, says Margie. Which one's that? I caught a bit of Margie's stream. Margie streams while I'm asleep. She holds down the fort. Al has symptoms of dementia. Yeah, I didn't want to say that, but I'm glad you did, because I think he has as well, personally. I think he's got undiagnosed early stage fucking dementia. Oh, message received, Rich. I didn't know Mr. Smelly was Schofield's brother. Says DJ. Margie's fume room is looking very professional, says Tripler. Got to keep the light out. Maybe not that early stage, says Manly. I mean, he hasn't started fucking walking around with no clothes off yet, you know what I mean? Well, not that we know of. Encens Flamboyant, very nice, very dry, I found. Very dry. And the thing I wanted to show you was, right, I got this from a Noosh. Excuse me. Woof. This is called Nazareno Gabriele Porom. This is a fucking fantastic Dolce & Gabbana Porom tribute clone impression. It's not an impression. It's not one of them. It's like, it's a professionally done fucking very similar fragrance. Very similar. I don't wear it because I do fear it's a clone. But it smells so similar. So similar to the original Dolce & Gabbana Porom. Friends, it's fucking so similar, it's frightening. Made by Veruska and Joel, apparently. It's so fucking good. Brian says, 113 minutes in, I just missed the opening. It's just speculation, Justin, as far as the old Alzheimer's fucking the dementia fucking accusations are going. Could be wrong. Not medical professionals here. This is Nazareno Gabriele. I imagine Manly Sense has heard of this. If he hasn't heard of it, he might have it. But I don't know how much this costs. But it's tremendous. And the citrus at the top of that bottle is just beautiful, like. Stream doesn't start until Galen shows up, says Lily. It is far too late for Galen to make an appearance. Galen will be off somewhere, hassling mermaids, tickling whales, all that kind of thing. Loving Eta Libra d'Orange Rien, says Justin. Justin, is it summer where you are? Or are you in the... Are you, Jesus, you're wearing Rien in the summer. It's a hell of a fragrance. Try Gucci Guilty Absolute if you haven't already. Rammstein have a row 0 containing selected women for till and BJs and for BJs and sex during and after the concerts. Most of the women can't remember what exactly happened, so drugs are probably involved, says JP. Jesus. That's not good. I was never massively into Rammstein. There's a few good songs, don't there? I think Muta's a fucking great song. I just got Gucci Guilty Absolute a few weeks ago and it's a masterpiece, says Justin. I love it. I just sold Rien, says Prodeep. No idea when to fully wear it. I'd go November, December, January. Those 3 months when it's deep and dark. Do you like the band Mastodon, Rich? Not off the top of my head, I can't remember them. Galen, just got you. 2 hours begins now. Shut up, Galen. We were just talking about how you hassle aquatic mammals. I just swapped for a vintage Safari and D&G EDT Euro Italia one. Never smelled the latter. It's pretty great. Hello, Pep. How are you? I might go on for a little bit extra tonight. They still produce that Nazareno Gabriele. To me, along with the Versace The Dreamer, it symbolises the laziness of Italian perfumery just before it went downhill forever with Acqua di Gio. Italian designers, I mean. Go on. Why? D says, hadn't tried Rien in the summer yet, but I imagine the aldehydes will be a beast. I would have thought the whole thing would have been a beast, mate. And welcome to you, D. I've not seen you before. How are you? What about Nazareno Gabriele makes you think that it's lazy? Design nerfs. I think I'll wear Adidas 1985 today. Amazing, says Justin. It is actually a very, very, very good fragrance, that. So many designers copied D&G Pour Homme. It became the Italian DNA of the early 90s. I see what you're saying. You think that they just wanted it? Yeah, like it was Acqua di Gio before Acqua di Gio. Yeah. It was like Aventus before Aventus. Hello, Josie. Testament is great indeed, says JP. Oh. So, Adidas is a huge musk frag for me, says Tripler. Koros is a huge musk frag for me. Oof. I might try and wear this soon. This is my vintage cola bottle Mizuko. Ah, Nuge, welcome. Really love the last Ghost album in better, so I'm really looking forward to seeing them live. People state some green frags in the chat. That new Healy's brilliant. I think that's got a bit of greenness to it. Like, I really like that new Healy. Like, I'm buying that, you know? Cologne Aficionale. It's fucking fabulous. Oops. Descendra is a green fragrance. That's right, Brian. Bro! Happy Saturday, Perfume Peeps, says Anush. Anush has changed his picture. Anush, are you getting any new stock recently? Oh! Eugene is here. Eugene says, lick the damn stream. JP says, Brian and Richie should totally do a stream together. I would do a stream. I'd like to have some people on, you know, talk about fragrances. I'd like to keep it to fragrances, you know. Certain people who are like, I wouldn't just have like anyone. I wouldn't like drop the link. Do you know what I mean? Like, fuck that. Letting absolute fucking randoms come on frightens me, that. Like, who's going to turn up and what they're going to say. What they're going to do. Currently sampling 1828 by Histoire de Parfum. I'm a sucker for eucalyptus, says D. D, have you tried Body Chorus? That's got a tremendous eucalyptus note. Floral Note says, if he wasn't modded, I might have thought he was a burner with the new PFP. The licking has been impressive today, says Nick. It has. All licks are impressive. I appreciate all the licks. All the likes I receive are loved. Brian Richland knows lots of current stuff as well. I do, that's true. Brian says, I'm not vintage enough for that. It's dangerous. Says, yeah, it is. Letting just any old fucker come on the stream. You know what I mean? German method of coal extraction, says Deja. I hadn't tried Body Chorus yet. So far, it's 1828 and numero uno by Cartuja. Get you a Body Chorus, a vintage one if possible. I'm actually fucking gonna put my one up for sale because I never wear it, even though I really like it. These are the tough decisions I must make. I'm also gonna sell my Fahrenheit cologne. Mine shaft. There. Fahrenheit cologne. Is this one can you take this off? Yes, you can. You can unscrew this. Oh, no, you can't. Sorry. I'm talking shit. That's Aqua Fahrenheit, isn't it? Which is awful. What you wear and what you like are two completely different things. Yes, if I was to give advice to anybody getting into Fragcom, I would say don't buy everything you like the smell of. Buy the stuff that you're going to wear, not what you like the smell. I like the smell of a lot of perfumes. And in the beginning, I think that is how I started buying fragrances, and I still fall into that trap every once in a while, you know. I still want to do that video that Smurfy Girlie did, 7 ways that fragrances are ruining your life. I'm not going to do that particular video. I'm going to do something that's going to riff on it, you know. I need to go back and listen to the messages I sent her, because I sort of like thought out loud when I was talking to her about it. And I had some good ideas, I think. First, yeah, spend more on samples than on bottles and you're good. I've no business owning a Lily of the Valley perfumes. Love the smell, but it ain't me at all, says Galen. I hate the smell, and it certainly isn't me. Not something I would wear. Buy stuff that you're realistically going to wear, you know. That's what perfumes are for. Unless you are buying to collect, unless you are buying to store and keep and have a record, you know. If you want your perfume collection to turn into a museum, you know, if you want it to turn into something that will be handed down throughout the generations, you know. What do you think of Demi and her layering of scent? I don't know Demi. I know who Demi is, but I don't know her as a person. But I don't layer me fragrances. I think it's a waste. It's not something I'm into, that. Sample, says DJ. But the problem is I've got more fucking samples than I've got perfumes, and I've got too many perfumes. And I don't wear my samples as scent of the day. I don't wear my samples as a scent of the day. I put them on skin. I put them on my hand. I might wear them to bed. But I do... Yesterday she layered no less than 3. Bah. Good for her. It's like having a nice meal. It's slapping that along a load of shit all over it. Only layer my lasagna, says Micah. Don't buy something off first impressions too. Take some time with it. Yeah, unless you are never going to be able to get access to that bottle again. Unless you're never going to get access to a certain perfume bottle again, don't just buy something quickly. I would never advise blind buying, yet a lot of the perfumes you see before you are blind buys. In fact, do you know what it is? I'm not going to do this video here and now. I will do this video though, and it'll come in the next. I'll try and get it done in June. You know, I'll try and get it done in June. That's why I say fragrances choose you. I love Amber and Away, but I never reach for it all. Bois d'Argent, I didn't care for it first, but I always return to it, says Spaced Out. The message should be, wear what you like. Yes. Muguet de Bois and Durissimo are the must-try Muguets, says Nick. I'm also anti-layering, says Nick. Layering is blasphemy, says Miguel. I kind of agree. I mean, people can do what the fuck they want, but... I mean... Pep says, well, influencers promote and layering more of their promotions by perfume, yeah. It's basically a way of brands, and I include influencers in that. Influencers are brands, you know. It's just a way for them to sell more perfume. Wear 2 at once. You're selling twice as many perfumes, you know. It's like Lania Smith says, wear what you like, wear what you love, not what they say you should like. I finally realised I have like 40 rose perfumes. Still not sure it's enough. Wear what you like, decide by yourself. Grey layering is like showing your appreciation of something by pissing on it, says Grey. On paper, I should love Amawage's portrayal, man, but it doesn't work for me. Thank goodness I sampled first. Yes. I would always advise people to sample stuff. Wear what you like, write what you know. I'm only buying things Steven recommends. Jesus. I remember when Aventus and Battlerat Roof 540 were a combo. Oh, God. Sounds like something proper Square would do. We already have an abundance of echo chambers in Fragcom. Fragrance tube, yeah. Only rose I wear regularly is Egoist, but it's more of a rose wood. I'm only buying things Max 40 says are discontinued, says Brian. Jesus Christ. I have thousands of bottles now, says Brian. Yes. He's a fucking scandalous bastard, isn't he? He's an outrageous bastard. And he always acts like proper innocent. He knows exactly what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's a Machiavellian little shit. He tries to act like everybody's friend, like he's a... No. Too sweet to be sincere. Fredo. Did you see George talking about doing a long video about Thierry Mugler fragrances in his live? Look forward to that. Sounds epic. I didn't. I watched bits of that live. I didn't catch all of it. I tried to catch all of George's content. Very proud of him getting an award for his film. Well done. One day George will go away and not return, and that will be a tragedy, but it will be a thing of beauty as well. You know? He has left an indelible mark on this community, whether you want to admit it or like it or not. He's one of the better ones. He's one of the best ones. Max 40 loves to say that the discontinued version is the better one. Surprise, surprise, he always has the old bottle. I mean, I'm sort of guilty of that. I'm not taking that as like a shot, but I'm half guilty of that. I do find myself saying that. It's just when you take into context that it's Max 40 saying it, it's a lot harder to accept, innit? You know what I mean? Because it's like, what's he trying to get out of it? What's he trying to score? Like, where's the deceit? You're always waiting for the punchline. You're always waiting for the grab, the gimmick. Hello, Pulp Femo. How are you? It is nice to see you here. I only watch Max 40 to hear him say vetiver. Yikes. Is it difficult to find Egoist concentrate? Not for me. Sorry, but I've got like 5 or 6 bottles of that shit. A friend of mine is coming over from Japan. Apparently Japan has stockpiled that shit. And I've got it coming out my fucking ears. My French friend who lives in Japan, right, who I met through eBay, he is in Japan and I get messages off him regularly. Rich, I found this. Rich, I found that. He knows me taste. He knows what I might like. I leave him with a list of things that he might find. And he's like, sound. And he's like, no problem. And then like I get messages and he's like, yeah, I found 3 bottles of Egoist Cologne concentrate, and they're like 120 quid a bottle for like what, like 100 mil. And if you look on British or European eBay or American eBay, it's like $400, $300 euros. People are insane. And I'll tell you what it is as well. All the stuff that comes from Japan is fucking in pristine condition. Absolutely pristine. It's like they keep them in the fridge or something like that. It's mad. George is great until he starts dick riding Curly or lookalikes. I'd say he has his favourites, but he's built up his he's built up his relationships with people from Fragcom over the years. You know, like he knows these people and talks to them and stuff. Like, I like George. Like, me and George didn't get on at first. He thought I was a prick. And I can understand that, because I can be. You know what I mean? And then I think just as he got to know, as he realised I wasn't just being a prick all the time. Oh, God almighty. That bottle of water's going down like a fucking rare fucking treat. Good, thank you. Welcome. I don't watch much anymore, but I did like Max well enough back in the day. Eugene can disown me for that. I don't care. You would care if Eugene disowned you. You wouldn't have anything to do if Eugene disowned you. You'd be at a proper loose end. I think it's a kudos thing with him. I think Max thought he's never been popular. I don't think Max thought, in his real life when he was younger, I get that impression from him. I get that he was like, he was awkward and nerdy. Maybe not nerdy, but he was awkward, and he didn't have a lot of friends, and that's why he had to buy subscribers and views. He doesn't buy views, he buys subscribers and likes and comments. Never forget that fucking video. There was somebody who sent, I mean, you know who you are, sent me a link to the video, and he was like, look at the comments quick. And the comments were blatantly paid for comments on his videos. He was stat padding. He was padding his analytics, is what he was doing, to make his account look like it was worth something. You look at Red Adolescence and you look at the views they get on their videos. They get more views than I get on my videos, but not by that much. And I've got just under 1,800 subscribers. You know? I am right where I need to be. I'm right where I deserve to be. I have never bought a single subscriber. Not when that money could go on fucking perfume. I wouldn't buy them out of spite, but that's another story. The thing that they've done with their subscriber numbers and the way they've tried to grow is they've tried to fake it till they make it. And it shows, and frankly, it's embarrassing. People aren't stupid. That's the problem with doing stuff like that. You assume people are as stupid as you are. You know? Just don't be so fucking cynical. Oh. Best thumbnails in FragTube. Who's that, me? Rich, can you ask your friend where to find perfume in Japan? I mean, Japan, really. There are websites in Japan, Josie. Depends what you want. I imagine he will ship to America, if you like. If you tell us what you want, Josie, I'll ask him. He might find it, he might not. Japan is the highest form of civilization, says Joseph. I'd say they've reached some heights, but I'd say they weren't great in other ways, you know? Like, the justice system in Japan is fucking bananas. Like, the conviction rate's like 99%. Or something silly. Like, that's like a whole different story I could get into. It's all to do with the honor system, and it's all to do with like the authority, kind of the reverence for authority and stuff over there. They don't charge you with a crime in Japan unless they're absolutely certain they're going to get a conviction. So a lot of people get away with a lot of crimes, and when you are convicted of a crime, you go to jail, and go to jail for a long time, and you are fucked. Like, basically, they just put you in... everybody's, like, in solitary confinement. And everybody goes there... everybody who goes to, like, prison and stuff, their life's fucked when they come out. Like, you can't do anything afterwards. You're fucked. If you get out of jail. I'm talking about modern Japan. I know Lily said look up Japanese imperialism. That was a long time ago. I understand. I agree as well with a lot of what you say about Japan being the highest form of civilization. It's an amazing place, an amazing people. But I'm happy over here. I'm happy in Britain, you know. Not because I'm worried I'm going to jail. I'm just like, there's a lot of shit goes on over there. That's crazy. The economy's mental as well. Remember the whole, I mean, I don't know if you know this, I mean, the whole Japanese thing about jobs for life. Once you've got a job, you've got that job for life, and then in some places, it can pass to your children. It's crazy. Just something completely alien to us in the West. George comes across as sensitive, says Bozza. We can all come across as pricks, says Pep. Yes, I would agree. High quality water. Layering is the same as pasting two different paintings together, destroys the original art. That reminds us I've got to ring the framer on Monday. You can probably get a vintage Gucci Nobile at a great price in Japan. That's not a bad shout. Someone explain how Max 40 keeps getting streamed with Persolays. That, for me, I just imagine that Persolays must be a shock and judge of character. Or he just, I don't know. Maybe Max schmoozes up to him. Maybe it's because Max has the whole, what's it called, that he does every year, where he pays people to come over and be his friends for a week. I can't remember what it's fucking called. It's a blackmail thing. A company telling them to do it. I guarantee the majority of the big ones are stat padding. Yeah, probably. Apart from Ashton. Fucking Ashton's on fire. He's got his own personal algorithm. Like, he's nailed what he wants to do. Sent Explore, that's right. Fucking... like, Ashton knows exactly how to work the YouTube fragrance algorithm. It's frightening. I still think Ashton's one of us. I just think that he's turned it into a business. And I was hoping Extra Gent Sense was going to be something other than what it is. The exchange rate from the yen to the US dollar is excellent right now if you're on the dollar side of the equation, says Alan. The Japanese criminal justice system is perfect. They were able to keep Paris Hilton out of their country. Wish we could do that here. That's your own fault. You spawned her. You take responsibility for scent exploit, says. Yeah. He strikes me as that kind of person who likes to I don't think I don't know, that might be a little bit much to say actually on stream. I find it interesting that Japanese like quiet fragrances but stockpile and taste. It's not stockpiled, mate, it's just unsold stock. It's unsold stock, that's why it's there. Damn it, Galen, there's a great setup for a Paris Hilton joke and I can't formulate one. Think on it, Alan, we can check in on the next Rich Mitch live stream. He used to work his wife's t-shirts, a while, glad he stopped that. He used to wear his wife's t-shirts for a while, glad he stopped that. Who, Ashton? I remember those slit neck things. Galen says, Scent Explorer, niche fragrance experience for consenting adults, curated by Max at Max 40. Hey, Paris Hilton fragrances are okay, says Carl. Parad's still right, Paris Hilton, which is fucking still quite nice. The whole stop being poor thing was a bit bonkers. DJ, I'm not reading that out. That's a men one at least. She's not bad, is Paris Hilton. Oh, I'm gonna go in 5 minutes. Did you listen to Max 40's interview with... No, I don't watch any Max 40 content. I can't listen to his voice. Did you listen to Max 40 interview with Julian Raskin? Seriously, it was cringy as hell. I think I've heard about this, though. I think I've heard about this. I don't think he's actually a people person, but he wants to be. You know? Like, I think... He thinks, how can I... I mean, I'm putting thoughts and words in his mouth, do you know what I mean? Like, how can I capitalise on this situation? If people would just do this, it would be great for me. It's a little bit cynical. I remember when he was accused of buying subscribers by... Oh, God, who was it? A black guy with a beard. Years ago. Joseph... Was it Joseph somebody? It was one of the first uses of Social Blade in Fragcom. And then Jay Royal said it as well. Remember Jay Royal? Fucking hell. Ooh. Out you go. Out, brief candle. Life is but a walking live stream. What's that from? Whoopsie-daisy. Oh, fucking hell, man, what's going on? Stop being shite. I've got a dry mouth. Community moderation. I don't want to do that. How is the rate of self-ending in Japan? Can't say that word on YouTube. You got stream taken down, mate. There's a phenomenon where if you talk about it. So when something like that happens, right? Talking about it and discussing it in a not very careful way, like you have to be extremely careful, right? Because it can cause copycat things. Like there was this incident in Wales where a kid at school ended it for himself. And then that went on, like, in the next few weeks, there was about 6 of them that did it. And they were like, fucking hell. And they reckon it's because of the way that the school dealt with it. By being so open and talking about it and using certain words and, like, canonizing it in, like, people's minds. It's a very, very strange fucking thing. You know? If you say it, the stream ends itself. Better fucking not end itself. I'll end it, thank you. School of Wales. No. Pradeep says, wow, nice to fall asleep to. It was a fucking dark topic, that. I used to like falling asleep to, there was this scientist. It was one of the first times I ever heard about, like, the end of the universe. How the universe was going to end its days. How the universe was going to come to an end. No, it wasn't Big Beard Business. It was a much smaller channel. It was like a guy who had like 2,000 subscribers. At the time, Joseph, and his last name began with an A, and I can't remember who it was. But no, I used to like falling asleep to this guy who would talk about the end of the universe and how like everything's going to go away and that's how it's going to be for everybody. Shit. And how like it's like a proper like literally an existential crisis, not just of you but of everything, protons and all of that sort of thing. And I used to fall asleep to that. And I don't know what that says about me, frankly, but there we are. Sorry, Rich, did not know of the incident. It wasn't that particular incident, it's the topic, mate. And you don't need to apologise. You've got nothing to apologise for, it's calm. It's just you've got to be careful talking about that shit. And YouTube hates it. YouTube will not let you it will not let you say that word. YouTube does not like you saying that word. Otherwise, it will take your videos down. It will take your fucking subscribers away. It will kill your channel. Strangely enough, you can say that word. If you go on to report video, don't report this fucking video. But if you want to report a video ever, right, there is a one that talks about harmful, dangerous acts, imminent physical harm, if you go on to imminent physical harm, yeah, don't do that on my video, because fuck. Anyway, changing of the topic, because it's grim. So, D says, Max wants the Fragcom love of Robes 08, the marketability of Stephen at Red Lessons and the business relationships of Persiles. Jesse Aboagi. Absolutely nailed it, Andrej. Justin Height says, yeah, YouTube has gone nuts. To be fair, on that one, I'll let them have it. I agree with you. Don't say the fucking word, please. No. Do not say that word on YouTube. This is just a shout. If anybody's listening, don't say that word on YouTube, because they will come and get you. They do not like that word one fucking bit. And their list, like they've got like shit hot algorithms that'll pull you up on it straight away. Carl Sagan. It wasn't Carl Sagan. It was Greg Loughlin. Greg Loughlin. Jesse Aboagi. Yeah, it was him. I'm pretty sure it was him. Well done. Is that video still up? Let's have a look. No, it's not Epstein. Stop saying that word as well, because that'll get you fucking taken down as well. Jesse, how are we pronouncing that again? Where is it? Aboagi. There he is. I think that video... Oh, no, there you are. Max. Where is it? He's different to what I remember. Do you remember him? Do you remember him, Andrej? Do you remember that video? Jesus, he hasn't made a fucking video in years. This was a while back. Summer Fragrance Haul 2018. Maybe he deleted it, like. How to take care of your shoes. Buy new ones. Yeah, I think he's deleted that video, like. Or maybe it's just further back. I can't be bothered to keep looking. Big Beard Business is my guilty pleasure fragrance channel. He talks about so much nonsense. Like this fragrance will make people think you were in the know and pat your back. That's a hell of a reach, isn't it? He rung a bell when you mentioned it. I recall him having a go at somebody. Yeah, him and Jay Royal did it after him as well. And Max made a video. We gotta talk. We gotta talk. Max 40. Do not start. I think Max 40 might have deleted that video as well. Jesus, Chaos Fragrances just come up on my feed as well. Please, no. Yeah, I'm going to delete this search because fuck that. I'm not having them fuckers turn up in my fucking feed. I've got my algorithm trained very well, thank you. Bollocks am I getting on that shit. YouTube doesn't like people talking about the 2020 US election results either, says Joseph, which I have just mentioned, unfortunately. Wonder if the beard community compliments each other frequently. I would have thought they do. Shaving community is very strange. But I mean, they would probably say that about the fragrance community. You know? It's a weird world we live in. Is Chaos still doing top 10 panty droppers to wear at a funeral style videos? Fuck knows, because I don't go anywhere near that shit. His videos are ridiculous in my eyes. I mean, if he wants to go and get his fucking... Yeah, Chaos has got his own algorithm as well. Yeah, it's not about fragrances for him. It's about... Fragrances are a tool for him to get money through advertising revenue and that kind of thing. It's not our type of thing. My God, people talking about Joe Biden. You'll never guess genuinely what happened to me today. Genuinely. I tripped over a fucking sandbag. It was like it reached out and fucking grabbed us or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like Toy Story, when I wasn't looking, it came to life and grabbed us, and then like when I turned around and looked at it, it was just lying there floppy. I was like, you bass, swore at it. I was like, fuck off. You know what I mean? I imagine it was very funny if you were watching. I wasn't laughing though. I was fucking fuming. Thought to myself, walking away, that was presidential. The motorcycle community is very chummy. It's called Hell's Angels. I remember Max also called out his friends for not sticking up for him. Yes, that's right. That's because he doesn't fucking have any. That's why none of them stuck up for him. Chaos got his own algorithm. The motorcycle, Joe Biden, OnlyFans, West, Shave Creed, top 10 Trump emails. I wish I hadn't read that because that'll get the algorithm involved with me. Chaos fragrance is annoying. It's the same with video with slightly different fragrance. Chaos has done some good videos on Tom Ford fragrances. Do you know what it is? I don't think I've ever been subscribed to him. I don't think I've ever been subscribed to Chaos. It was never my thing. He's too young, not too young. Because there are some young people who say fucking very insightful shit that you've never even thought of, coming at it from angles. Do you know what I mean? Which is what you need, really. It needs shaking up every once in a while. It needs changing. Like, you need new input, new ideas and that. I heard the knitting community is very tight-knit. Oh, Brian. Bloody hell. Is Chaos the one that looks like 12? Top 10 fragrances my uncle wore when he touched me? Yes, that's him. Looks like a werewolf. Like a baby werewolf. Like, he's got, like, what we call in Britain bum fluff on his face. Oh, I see Pepper's wearing Rochas Femme. I wonder if Anuja's got any vintage Rochas Femme. He could send him it. I'll send him a sample anyway, do you know what I mean? I feel like I've said some fucking terrible things tonight. None of them lies. And that's when the rift started between Max and Carlos Redo. Is there a rift going on? Brian says, Chaos the type to sell you a €500 fragrance while wearing Axe Africa. I mean, it's fucking awful. He's basically an infomercial. They all are. They are infomercials, those channels. You know? They are. They're infomercials. Fucking Curly Fragrance, the other one, Curly Scents, Big Beard Business. If it's got fucking 6-figure subscribers, it's an infomercial channel. You know? It's an infomercial channel. It's as simple as that. Top 10 cents to wear with the girl you'll never have. Baby werewolves are more dangerous than full-grown ones, says Tripler. He's speaking from personal experience there. Where do you rank Encre Noir among the Encre Noir line? Well, that's a good question. Where do I rank it? That's so fucking good. For fucking 30 quid, man. Richie G's gone through like 2 bottles of this. But that's Richie G, not me. Oh, I really do rate it. I really do rate it. But I love Alex Strem, and I love the original as well. So I'll probably put it third. But I really rate it. Like, fucking... Still to this day, Encre Noir is one of the best fragrances you can get for the money at discounters. I don't know what discounters are doing now. Discounters are dead. I was on there looking at some certain things the other day, and I was looking at the prices, and I thought, you fucked it. Right, we will go on for another 15 minutes, but I need to dehydrate, my friends. I will be back. Please bear with. La, da, da, da. Where is there? There it is. I wonder who will do a stream after I am gone. Why do my fucking not subscribers, me fucking, like, people watching the stream always goes up when I go away? What is that? Would you just like to sit here by yourselves one day and just talk to each other in the chat, and I'll just like, you know, I'll just like go out or something so you can be alone? Is that what you want? I'm alright with that, that's fine. It is a decent community. Like, people in this chat, like, talk to each other like you're all, like, decent, well-adjusted people. See, the fucking people are fucked off again when I've come back. Is a baby werewolf the same as a werewolverine? I have no idea what any of those words means. Next, the OG version is a sweaty woman's nether region. It's great. It's great. Ordering now after hearing that, DJ. Yes, don't try and shooting a silver bullet at the target the size of a yuzu. Yuzu if you want to. The original Grey Noir is still my favourite, says Nick. It's fabulous. They're all great. They're all great. They really are. The original is my least favourite, says Not in the Know. I can understand that, actually. I have the original, €20 on Latino, best deal ever. I'll blind buy the other, says Pulp the Final. Remember when fucking prices were like that? You go on Latino now, it's an absolute fucking wasteland. You know what I mean? Like, you're lucky if you get 10, 20, 30% off. They used to be like fucking 80 and 70% off, man. The market's on its arse. Well, the grey market's on its arse. I mean, back in the day, you used to be able to get Tom Ford, Chanel, fucking, like, Cartier, everything at discounters. It was fucking great. And obviously, Chanel started suing people left, right, and centre. So it sort of died off a bit, didn't it? Carl says, will you try Carvon Low Intense sometime? I love that one in the summer. Honestly, probably not. Like, I'm scared I'm going to like stuff and end up buying it, like. You know what I mean? It's crazy. I still need to thin the hair out, like. I've got too many perfumes. I might sell off a couple of opium backups, but I've got to remember they're only 50 mils, like, you know. Koros, Fougere, Sheepra, discuss Sheepra. Sorry. It's an animalic Sheepra. It's not a Fougere. I bought Encre Noir at the time for its uniqueness and low price. Since then I found better vetiver fragrances. Unfortunately, it's been collecting dust. I do reach for other vetivers over Encre Noir. Encre Noir is a very certain kind. It fucking smells like cold November rain. To steal a fucking lyric. It smells like deepest, darkest November. Rainy days, long rainy days, cloud overcast, every cunt's fucking miserable. You know? Encre Noir Original is too much for me, I'll admit it. I have and wear the sports, says D. I wonder how much of a battering poor Monsieur's going to get this year. Hopefully it's not as hot as it was last year. We hit 40 fucking Celsius in Britain last year, man. That's obscene. That can't be happening in Britain. There was people fucking popping their clogs and all sorts, man. It was fucking grim. Do you have Noir Anthracite? I have. I've got it backed up. One of his best fucking releases, to be honest. You know what I mean? One of his last good releases, like a lot of the stuff he's released since then has been shit. Sorry. I have never ever worn Encre Noir. Gave it away, says Manly Sense. I could never enjoy Encre Noir after trying Chanel Sycamore ADT, says John Matthew. Welcome, John. I feel similarly in that now I've got Sycamore ADT. Encre Noir is it's tougher to justify the fact that I could wear Chanel, especially when I've got 200ml of it. You know what I mean? I could just wear that instead. How's Encre Noir for her? Pass. Ombre Noir, which Pep actually sent me a sample of a long time ago, all the way from Australia. I don't know if he's still here. I don't know if you remember that, Pep. That was awesome. I won a competition, and he said he'd send us it on his channel, and he did, and I enjoyed it. Not enough to buy it though, and it was always difficult to find. It was good. But I never felt like I needed to buy a bottle. I'm surprised Hermes hasn't been suing discounters. I mean, they aren't owned by a conglomerate like Chanel is. Chanel is its own conglomerate. Fucking Hermes is... Who the fuck owns Hermes? It's less so that part, more so Chanel is very, very protective of their IP. Yeah, they are. They are fucking very litigious. It's bad how bad they get. Sued that bloke for 40 million quid because he was it 40 million quid or was something else, because he was selling his used bottle of Antaeus on eBay. Took him to court for like millions in damages, and he was just like, he stood in the court and he was like, I have genuinely no idea what's going on. I was just trying to move on my bottle because I didn't like it anymore. And Chanel were like, this is outrageous. How dare you? And it's like, no, some people don't have to. I mean, who the fuck do you think you are, Chanel? You know what I mean? 99% sure I lost my Instagram for posting Chanel. Oh, you haven't lost your fucking shit? Have you lost your fucking Instagram? No way, Brian. That's harsh as fuck. Are you joking? Did you get it back? What? You have to fill us in on the rest of that. Pep lost his Instagram too last month. What the fuck? I think I remember he said that actually. Yes, I think I knew that. Now you've mentioned that, Keith. I did know that. I'd have none of these things. It's fucking bliss. You know what I mean? It's absolute bliss. 99% sure I lost my Instagram for posting Chanel last month. That's terrifying, that's bad. Yeah, for promoting or selling counterfeit goods day after I posted Chanel. Did you say it was for sale? What was going on? Did you appeal it? Did you get your fucking... Just posted a bottle in a group? Jesus Christ. I'd appeal that. I'd be fucking hiring lawyers for that shit. Appeal rejected, all just bots though. Yeah, it is just bots. It is just bots. So what are you doing now? Have you set up a new account? Was after the big IG update from my 22,000 followers, 200 were removed that day. I know several that lost their accounts that day. What the fuck? Phil says, I love me some Margie. We all love Margie. Margie Nawaji. Brian, that's gross. What are you going to do? Are you going to start again? Or are you just going to fucking sack it off? I have another page for my website, so I'm on that now at Nose Fragrances. Nose Way. Can't believe it. I feel fucking bad for you, like, that's fucking... I'd be like complaining to like the company, I'd be like, there'd be hell on about it. Next is Margie's in my top 3 favourite live streamers because she's genuine. You know. That is the secret formula. People who are genuine. People who are genuine get... You can tell, you know. Sorry, I need to click me jaw, and I'm going to do that when the stream ends. It's fine. Community pulled together, got most of my engagement back the same day. Did you get your followers back, though? Margie's in my top 3 favourite live streamers. So are you, Rich Mitch. Who's your other one? That's the difference between people with fake followers or ghost followers from reels and my followers luckily. Won't get the other 20,000 back, but those were inactive or silent anyway. JJ, says Nick. It's fucking rough as guts. You know what I mean? Proper mental. I was looking at my analytics. I'm trying to understand them a bit better. On every video, it's about 79% are subscribers watch my videos, and 20% are unsubscribed, which is fine. Like, I'm not bothered by that. I think that's a pretty good fucking hit rate, actually. Carl says more live streams out and about with Dura this summer. If he comes over, we'll do something. We'll do something live together, you know. That's the best way to go for longevity, Rich. What, with like real? Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, that's some good figures. Do you know what it is? I'm like really fucking happy just plodding along the way I am. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just doing what I'm doing, enjoying it, talking with yous just like this. It's given me more than what I've taken, than what I'd put in. Do you know what I mean? And I put a lot in, but I get a lot out of it. You know? And I really appreciate it. I appreciate my subs. I appreciate everybody who turns up for the streams all the time. And I appreciate people talking and sticking around and fucking... Like... I'm glad there's not some kind of money involvement in that. Like, I'm not selling anything. you know, and I'm not getting anything for it. I'm not trying to promote anything. Yes, I know there's a coffee link. Slightly different because you don't have to, you know, I'm not forcing that on you, like I'm not slipping that in, you know. I just like to sit and talk about perfume. I mean, that's probably the best way to put it. Like, I tell you what it is, like, Manly Sense makes a decent point here. What's the point of having loads of followers that don't watch and engage? Better stay small and give huge engagement. Do you know what it is? I like the fact that I know, like, some of, like, we've got, like, history, like, there's like, running jokes in the chat. There are regular people in the chat, and everybody's, like, I've got, like, a feel for different people's personalities through the stream. You know what I mean? And you've got a feel for mine, and we know what we can say, and we know what we can't say, and what we like to try and do, you know? Like there's loads of people in here who, like, say things that I don't agree with, but, like, they don't say it in a dickish way, you know? And that's a massive thing for me. You know what I mean? Like, I can tolerate almost anything as long as people aren't trying to be dicks with it. You know what I mean? Like, it's about coming at it in good faith, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? If you're doing it in good faith, if you're coming at it honestly and being, like, genuine, you know, authentic, that's fine. I can deal with that. It's okay. You're not trying to cause hell on purpose for the sake of causing hell. Some people do when they're gone, you know. Some people come in and cause fucking shit, and I can tell you, they're gone now. And you know who those people are? Being bastards on purpose. Like, and I had patience with a few of them. And with other people, I had no patience, and they were gone, and they stay gone, they be gone. Like Marcellus Wallace from fucking Pulp Fiction. When you gone, you stay gone. You be gone, and you stay gone. You know? It's like with artists that get pushed in playlists and streams but can't sell an album or sell out a venue. Yeah. Some good figures, Rich. Cheers, Nick. Love you too, Doc. I do love you. It gives me great fucking pleasure doing this. Like, I'd be doing fuck all else. Obviously, with being not very well and stuff like that, which, yes, I've talked about a lot. I don't like to dwell on it too much. I'm just glad it's explained and it's out there, and it's like everyone's aware of that, you know. But this gives me so much more than I put in. Yeah, great community vibe. Yes, being authentic is a huge filter. It is. It is a huge filter. You know? In praise of the live stream guests? Crew. What's the point of having loads of followers that don't watch and engage? Better stay small and have huge engagement. Absolutely. Even the people who don't comment, there are plenty of people. There's like 36 people watching, 50 likes, which is fucking immense. And it's like even those, like, you appreciate that. Because I do stuff like that as well. I'll just put it on. I'll just put content on in the background and just like today. I went in the shower, and it takes me a long time to shower because of, like, I've got to be careful with, like, my hip. Getting in and out the fucking bath's a nightmare, honestly. Right, stand on one leg, just bollocks. And then actually moving around the shower takes the best part of an hour, and then drying off as well. Don't take that for granted if you're at home now, right? Don't just fucking take that for granted, seriously. But when I was in the shower today, I had Ramsey's fucking videos, because they're like an hour long. Do you know what I mean? So you just put it on, and then you just crack on. And he was doing his list about 1988 ranked, which is a very good video, by the way. I enjoyed it hugely. And it's like, you can just, like, I do that as well. So it's like, you don't always need to be, like, active. You can just sit and chill. You know? It's cool. Oh, God. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. How have you got me going 3 hours and 10 minutes? I was supposed to be gone 10 minutes ago. Exactly, man. So if I get my account back, I'll probably stay on this one, says Brian. 75% of my followers on Instagram never like anything I post. Some folks are easy reads, says Micah. Yeah. This is my favourite non-echo chamber, says Germs. Engagement is better than ghosts. Yeah, you don't want to be haunted by ghosts. Spooky. Duck agrees Naxos and Pure Havana are bin tier. I'm seriously considering selling my fucking Pure Havana as well. Like, I've sold me Ultra Zest. I'm probably going to sell me Pure Malt, although I might change my mind. Sold me Ultra Zest because I was never wearing it, and I just couldn't figure out, like, when I would, you know. It's like, it's a decent fragrance. I like it. I love the fucking Amen line. It's incredible, or it was, before fucking L'Oreal shat on them from a great height. You know what I mean? But swines out there. Pure Malt is an abomination, quite like the other two as fun frags. I like my Pure Malt, but don't wear it much. I think it was one of those, I think it was a moment in time, Pure Malt, wasn't it? It was like that 5-year period from like when it came out, 2007, 2000, it was like when it was re-released, because they discontinued it and then there was uproar and then it came back, you know? I don't know if you've heard this before, but the Pure Malt came out, then it was discontinued and the prices went like hundreds. It was one of the first perfumes to do that. It went huge on eBay, and then they fucking re-released it. They re-fucking released it, and everybody who bought it for hundreds on eBay was absolutely fucking sick. Do you know what I mean? Because they'd paid hundreds for a fucking bottle of perfume that literally just came out again at like $50, £50. Hello, Vic, mate. How are you? Crazy talk, that. It was fucking bananas. That was one of the first instances of that happening. Tom Ford's done that a couple of times as well. Did it with ombre leather. Did it with Beau de Jour. Shadow Realms, says DJ. Went medieval on that ass. Yes. We should go until 5 a.m, says Spaced Out. We should not. Who is we? You should go until 5 a.m. That's a good dent on that skull and Haiti. How many sprays do you typically do on a day? Oh, hey, I'm telling you, right? A good portion of a good portion of this dent was done on the first time I wore it. I must have reapplied about 4 times that day, and I must have done about 10 or 15 sprays at a time. You can't overspray this. It's fucking fabulous. It's really good. Oh God. That's gone right to the back of my neck and down my spine. It's fucking great. It's got that slightly mentholated vibe that vetiver gives you sometimes. Do you know what I mean? Ramsey's videos are immense, yes. His shower and bath are the most deadliest things in a person's life, yes. And fucking particularly lethal for me. Like, I need one of them ones with a door. I'd be mint. I'd just be like, oh, I'm just going to open this door and walk in. I also would like to get one of those mats. You know, the foot mats that go on the shower, so you can just like, you can get your grip on your hooves. It's one of my biggest fears, losing me foot. I've always been like that though, is losing me footing in the bath, because they're made of carbon fibre, so they don't break. Like, so you just bang, and like bang your head on a tap or something like that. Like, no. Nobody wants that. Well, I don't want that. Ramsey's videos are immense. Pure Molten is abomination. I like my Pure Malt, but don't wear it. Pure Malt got hyped. It certainly did. The only Pure Malt I fucked with is Nika, says Trutler. Yeah, that was hilarious, says me. I find it hilarious when shit like that happens. Current version is rubbish. Yes. Who smelled the current version, says Vic. Pistachio. Even the Cost had re-released the OG of 1984, says Marnie Sense. Decent Durga is doing that now. Ooh. Yikes. This is very nice. But it needs reapplying every couple of hours. And I'm going to rifle through this. And it's such a shame it doesn't perform. I'll tell you what is fast becoming one of my favourite fragrances. Alright, it's this. This is fucking glorious. This is absolutely stunning. It lasts all fucking day as well. It's like this fucking fresh, clean, like, don't waste it, pulses. Bella. No, I won't waste it. But when I do wear it, I'll be lathering it on. My Liberté is lovely, nice choice. Do you know if this was ever changed or reformulated or anything, or can I just buy bottles of this like it's going out of fashion? Because I might just have to. I want to see a George the Fragrance Apprentice directed morning routine video he did for Jeremy, but with Duck instead. I'll tell you what it is. It'll be a fucking long video, that. It takes me hours to get out of bed in the morning. Genuinely. Because that's the worst time of the day for people with, like, what I've got. Like, you wake up in the morning, you're like, it feels like you've sort of dried out. Like, but on the inside, like, you feel like stuck in place. And you've got to sort of like it feels like you've got a crust, but on the inside, and you've got to like break it free and like, you know, like get everything moving again. And it takes a while for me to get going in the morning. Mornings are shocking for me. I've heard some bad things about recent versions, Rich, says Nick. My Liberté has a lovely dry down, very low CRs though. Like the Tin Man, kind of like the Tin Man. Yeah, got to put oil on me joints in the morning. That's why I take the immunosuppressants, because they... Oi, what's going on here? Who's this? There's a fly, my friend. Not any fucking more, there's not. I just a bomb at it. You seen that thing where he fucking plucks the fly out of thin air? I just basically did, well, not basically did that, I squashed it against my light, but there we are. Yes, that's why I've got to take the immunosuppressants, so I don't feel like absolute death. And the work, to be fair. And the work. Inflammation. Don't get it. Ankylosing spondylitis. Fucking horrible it is. But I'll say this, ever since I became really unwell, right, I was saying to my mum the day, I'm probably more settled in myself and calm and content than I've ever been. I've sort of come to terms with myself. Do you know what I mean? Understand myself better. Give myself a break. I recommend it to you. Forgive yourself. Give yourself a break. It's not easy to do. Especially if you're a bloke. I'm not trying to say that women have it easier, because fucking Christ, I would hate to be a woman. With the best will in the world, it must be fucking awful. But for blokes, it's hard to fucking do that sort of thing, isn't it? Relax, mate, says Vic. I am very relaxed. I'm so relaxed that in 15 minutes after this stream is finished this time, I'll be going straight to bed. And I've got a Lion bar, which I'm going to eat before bed, which I really shouldn't. But I mean, it's sitting there. I was supposed to have it before I started, so it would keep us going. But I've relied on the hydration. I've heard some bad things about recent fucking... Stay safe. I'm safe, I'm fine. It's okay, Vic. Everything's cool. It's not... Nothing's bad. I'm just sort of like... Not venting, but like... Speaking. Sport to Paco Rabanne is too woody in the dry down, says Nick, for my taste. I have a 50ml vintage of Trophy and it's great, but Lacoste is king for me. Is it in this bottle, my friend? What do you think of that? Golfy. My prayers are with you. Thank you, Vic. Does anybody know how to spot a vintage Ma Liberté? There's the bottle. I've actually got a Sport to Paco Rabanne as well. This smells like Jimmy Connors and Boris Becker. You know? That's the one, Rich Mitch. It is. Good evening, Adam. Glad the footy season is over. I'm broken, says Adam. Yes, I'm not. I can't wait for next season. Like, it's fucking great. You're a Spurs fan, aren't you, Adam? What do you think of Ange Postecoglou? I'd be fucking apoplectic. It's because nobody wants to work for Daniel Levy because he's shit. After 3 years of hiatus, LIGO is finally back. New era for gravitational waves. Yes, does anybody have any tips? Sorry. I do beg your pardon. Does anybody have any tips on how to identify a vintage Ma Liberté? I mean, if I could just find more bottles like this, to be honest with you. See you later, Vic. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Because this shit is fucking fire. Distributed in the USA by Jean Patou Inc., New York. I'll speak to Anuj and see if DJ's going to sleep as well. Good night, DJ. Sleep well. Yeah, we're more like a music concert team now. This fucking Dejan Kulusevski's meant to be fucking trying to get away as well, isn't he? He doesn't want to sign. Like, they're trying to... That and ahhing about the price. I'd have him at Newcastle. He's fucking brilliant. The same seller still has one, pal. Aye, it's... Oh, Nick, where did you get it from? What's Ma Liberté like? Mate, it's fucking beautiful. Have you tried Oscar for Men, Duck, says Justin Height. Oscar for Men, no, but I've got Paul Away. I've got Paul Away and it's fucking great. I need to stop fucking throwing this around by the lid, because the neck will break and I'll be fucking bereft. What's Ma Liberté like? Well, let's have a smell. It's clean, but in an old school, creamy, fresh, like slightly floral, a little bit spicy maybe, you know, something like a little bit like nutmeg maybe. It's bizarre to think this was advertised to women. It's bizarre. It's like I'll tell you what sort of like genre it fits into, like Aberdeen Lavender by Creed. You can fucking wear this whenever you like. I think this is a year-round fragrance. Might struggle in winter, simply because it's very light, but it's got power. Be left in no doubt. You wear this, you will smell it like all day. It doesn't throw very much, so it's not like, ooh, excuse me. It's not like projecting like a monster, but I can smell it all day. And you just smell like it's a fucking stupid way of putting it, but you just smell like you smell like that. You know? It's just there, and that's how you smell. Normally it becomes like part of you. You know? I've been on this massive amber fougere type thing, like amber, lavender amber sort of thing going on. You know? I've got that at the minute, and it's like, ooh, you motherfucker. There's a dirty, great 200ml bottle there. Somebody wants 110 quid. Oh, shit. I might have to have that, like, sorry. Vintage large bottle. It's a splash. Oh no. Why are you a splash? Let's have a look at your feedback, shall we? Jean-Louis Vermeil, Vermeil for Men, Vintage Knowing by Estee Lauder. It's got a sentiment. Banana Republic Estee Lauder Youth Dew. Perfumes, 30ml for a vintage. What's going on here? What sort of thing is going on here? I may have to like get in touch. Could I get a better picture of the sticker on the bottom? Let's have a look at you. There is no sticker on the bottom. That's dangerous. I might have to go get my fucking bottle out. That's the box out. That's the problem. Shit. I mean, everything's the same. Does anybody know? Anybody got any clues how to identify an old Mar Liberté compared to a new Mar Liberté? Off a cent. I mean, fucking hell, if I can get that for 90 quid, I'll be raving. It's fucking great. It's me. Hi. Right, I am actually going to go at like 3.5 hours. I can't be going on like this. I'm an old man now. Paul Louis is great, fantastic and unique lavender with a lot going on. Yeah, it is. It's fabulous. Paul Louis is great. Thank you for your recommendation. No problem, Adam. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Imagine Terre de Hermes, but more old school, mixed with Guerlain Vetiver and Dunhill edition, but with tons of pepper. That's Oscar for Men, says Justin. It's a hell of a description. Fucking hell. It's a hell of a description. I wore this Lancome trophy when I was out at my friend's house doing some spraying for her. On her, I had like the power washer, so I was doing a little bit of that. I was fucked. I was knackered after I'd done that. And I was like in a bad way for a couple of hours. I was in a bad way, I was knackered for a couple of days afterwards. Oh shit! A recommended Oscar for men and Adidas, and he liked them. Both are excellent, says Justin. Nick, which seller were you talking about earlier, mate? Hello, Frank. How are you? Rocking our favourite, the beloved Balenciaga pour homme for dinner with the family. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That is absolutely lovely. There isn't a bad, I don't think there's a bad time to wear it. I mean, but I would say that's like my favourite scent, like. The one you bought yours from? You mean the pharmacy in London? Amy's Pharmacy. She's got a 50ml. It's expensive, that, you know. I know she's got one left, but she wants fucking $1 for it. She wants almost as much as what I paid for the 100ml for the 50 now. And I've got a number of one of the lasses that works there. I've got a number, and like whenever I want anything, I just like text her. Because they've got some decent stuff. Who was it who used to say keep your eye on like independent pharmacies because they've got some great stuff? I think it was Mr. Smelly, actually. I mean, Ramsey likes them both, says Justin. I'll get you. Yes, but Frank, I would like to come and have dinner with you if you were wearing that. I'd be chuffed. Sitting opposite someone. Isn't she open to offices, Nick? She is, but not the kind of offers where I would say I would like to pay prices. I would like to pay prices that you used to sell it at before you thought you were onto something. You cheeky mare. Showing part 2. Ma Liberté. Let's have a look. We need to do some Jean Patu Ma Liberté. It's brand new, this bottle. Ooh! That looks different. Alright. So there are different looking bottles I'm looking at here. Vintage formula, discontinued. Fucking hell, man, I'm not paying that. And there's one in the United States. There's a 200ml from Italy. Vintage, very rare vintage perfume, it says. 100ml spray. You fucking batshit. Ooh, there's minis. Ooh. Do you know what I want to do? I want to get a poster, right? Oh, fuck me, we've gone past 3.5 hours. I'll tell you this and then I'm off. I want to get a poster, right, of the Balenciaga Pour Homme, advertising. I would like to get an advertising poster. And I would like to frame it. Right, friends. It is time. Have you tried any Avon fragrances? No. Yes, I've tried them. Sorry, yes, I've tried them. They weren't really for me. I know Varanus Radari really loves his Avon fragrances. I can't speak for him. I think there might be an emotional attachment there, though. You know? But we've all got those things. We've all got those places, like, in our heart for stuff that we love, that if anybody else looked at them, you'd be like, well, no, shit. Or they would say, that's not great, I don't love it, but you know what I mean? And we've all got those. Many Avons are old man powdery, says Manly Sense. See, that's a new level of obsession when you even want the vintage ad poster. I'm on a mission at the minute to frame everything. I've just had loads of stuff framed. I've got an absolute belter that's going up on the wall. I will show you. I mean, it's cost us hundreds to frame it, like, but I imagine it's gonna look fucking great. Like, I've spared no expense. Okay, now I am going. Honest. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Nearly gone twice as long as I usually go tonight. Thank you for putting up with my rambling and for liking the stream and commenting. Thank you to the people who, Graham and Christoph, who donated. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody for commenting and liking and subscribing and doing all the good stuff and just being with us. I have really enjoyed it. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much, everyone, and I will see you tomorrow with another fragrance rotation video. Good night, everyone. Thank you.